Takes a real crazy bitch to say some shit like that. Crystal ain't real stable.
No.
Takes a real crazy bitch to say some shit like that. Crystal ain't real stable.
No, she's not.
And that they're working with fucking Andy. And you tell me what kind of fuckstick goes and gets the chick who's threatened to murder your baby mama and burn the camper down. And you know,
that's clearly someone that doesn't give a fuck about what they said about his own daughter.
Yeah, and then to be releasing phone calls of our son to and also shit, and they're there on his fucking Facebook. Are you kidding me, dude?
Damn, Crystal, it was all I could do to draw damn, not to explode. I wanted to get my fucking car right then and there, drive down the couple hours it takes, turn that goddamn trailer door off, and fucking kill her. You understand me? It was all I could do, sister, to hold my goddamn cool. And I did it well. But I'll tell you what, son, if that had been a few years back, that evil, goddamn sick, twisted bitch would have destroyed me. I wanted to fucking kill her, Crystal. I mean, I wanted to stab her right in the goddamn eye. And I meant that. I had that thought just for a fucking blink of an eye. And I don't know, sister, I had a lot of emotions real quickly going and happening right then and there. Right all at once. And there was a calmness. Because I knew she was just using it as a weapon. And thank the Lord that somebody heard my prayers. Because I held my shit together in front of all them people. What an evil bitch. What an evil fucking bitch. I was so mentally messed up, girl. That's why I quit teaching school. You know, she's an evil bitch. An evil bitch. Her kids needs took away. Her kid. These people are goddamn evil. That's why. I mean, is there any line that they won't fucking cross? Any fucking line that they won't cross. I'm going to fucking destroy them one way or another. One way or another. I don't know how. I don't know when. But I'm very patient. I'm a patient fucking bitch. Hope it did piss her off. Because, yeah, that's what I've held back too. About her getting on him. The evil, sadistic fucking goddamn raping fucking bitch to destroy a man's manhood. And, you know, possibly do some fucking physical and psychological damage to him. You know, putting your goddamn chemo coonie on his fucking dick. And making him have chemical fucking burns. Oh, I'm going to eat this bitch alive. I've known about this for a while. Her and her kitty porn fucker, Frank Light. She might be in on that kitty porn, you know. I'm going to destroy that bitch. I tell you what, Crystal. It's a good goddamn thing. I felt that when Tiffany Ree, I felt that same way when Tiffany Ree said it about your fucking sister. And I didn't say fucking sister, but I'm mad. I felt the same way about Tiffany Ree when she said that about your sister. And it's a good goddamn thing that I am further away from that fucking bitch than my fucking car will make it. Because I swear to God, Crystal, oh God, son, now my ass is thinking evil. But I've got to calm down. I'm going to smoke me a doobie. Hell, I might even go get me a fucking Xanax somewhere. I don't know. But I've got to calm down. You got to give me a minute. Phew. I got to think hard and think right where I'm going to get her. And I'll fuck Andy Bernard if it's the last thing I fucking do and send her the goddamn pictures. I will. I'll make him use a condom, so I have to have her stink puss on me.
Two bitches, including Adrian and Jenny, who said that they're going to annihilate me at all costs in my life and take everything from me, and knowingly lied.
Yeah. I mean, they knowingly lied.
I got proof they did. Hell, even my Adrian's dumbass posted the other proves it.
I got proof they lied to me and then lied to somebody else about the lie they told me. It just never stopped. Once I saw one lie, I realized that these stupid bitches.
But what the fuck are they in it for, Keith?
I do not know. That's the question.
I'm told one wants fame and one was just blackmailed into it and one whatever. And
I mean, they were, and I feel bad because no one had a power around to get them where they were than me. Because
how did you meet Gavel and Drama?
How did I meet them? They messaged me online.
Okay, and what was their interactions with you? Why did they want to speak to you?
Ask questions about like everybody else.
Okay, what I'm saying is what was, okay, let's just get to the point. What was the whole story, the fights with Scott and Gavel? Did you know that Benny gave Adrian a laptop?
No, I don't know none of that shit. That's shit that don't involve me.
But doesn't it bother you when it concerns Summer's case?
You know what concerns me in Summer's case? I mean, I want you to say yes or no, because that's a hinged question right there.
What do you mean? What I'm asking is, doesn't it bother you that so many YouTube creators were passing around laptops and that they were messaging and doing Google Meets behind the scenes and Penny was sleeping and that they were all involved in the marathon? And what do you think?
Look, I don't know about none of the marathon stuff. I don't know about Penny. I never really talked to Penny. But what I'm saying is I have no clue about none of the stuff in the background.
Okay, but you're watching it on YouTube unfold. You're seeing
No, I watched it like 2.5 years. I at least watched it at like a year and a half out.
Right, but what I'm saying is Benny and Tiffany Marie went really hard on Penny, right?
Well, Benny, Tiffany Marie, everybody in the Summer Wells case, as far as YouTube creators, it's all been a bunch of bullshit, pretty much. It's this person talking about that person. It's that person talking about this person. It's this one talking about that, this, that.
But do you realize,
nobody is working together. Yeah, I realize.
No. Do you realize that 90% of that had come from, it stems from the marathon and all of the money making, and that those people that you went to and were being interviewed by.
I didn't go to them. So what? So what? You're mad at me because I talk to other people.
I'm not. No. I'm not mad at you at all. You have
Okay, so I don't know what all they've been responsible for. What does that have to do with me? Because I've spoke to Piper, or I've spoke to Gavel, or I've spoke to Staffy, or any of them, Tracy. I mean, what does it? They asked questions about Summer's case. That's the only thing they asked me about. Whether or not they did anything in anything.
Do you
That
think
has nothing to do with me.
Do you think that they did?
What?
Do you think that they bullied Jodisue?
Do I think that they bullied Jodisue?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think none of it. Okay, so we're going to get into this. I think a lot of YouTube creators drove by Jodisue's trailer, camper, whatever, fucking with them. Just to
But
be.
Andy and Piper, they get into it supposedly for some bullshit, right?
Huh?
I mean, what the hell is that fuck shit?
I don't know, because when Piper got woke up by Andy's parents sleeping in their driveway,
Yeah.
she was fucking livid when she called me. I had never talked to Piper on the phone, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. But I do remember she said she got my number because somebody doxed me. Just like everybody got my number that way.
Yeah.
They don't have this. They don't have the phone you're on now. We're on Facebook, but I had to go buy a whole other iPhone that nobody had the number to.
Yeah.
So she called me and was so irate that I was fucking certain at that point she had some real mental issue, right?
Oh, she's attached to Andy, like his goddamn, like,
Yeah, big time.
sick, yeah.
So she gets in the car of the truck with him, and they're going somewhere. I don't remember if she even told me where. She was so pissed. She started recording as soon as he came around. Now,
We both got mad. How can I say? I mean, what do you want me to say? She triggered me, and I guess I pissed her off.
Okay, but why did she come there? Did you invite her there?
I mean, she said something about saying coming down here at a point in time. And I said, by all means, but I didn't really know that she was coming. So when I showed up, when I come from where I was living at the point in time up here to meet some other people, she showed up. And I really didn't.
Was it other YouTube people you were meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
So, I mean, she got mad, and I got mad about a situation, and she got mad about a situation, and it triggered me, honestly. And that's how we fell out. That's how we stopped talking. That's why I've not talked to her.
So how do you know she's getting ready to put them recordings out?
Because I messaged her after I was watching your shit last night, and I didn't know that she had recorded everything. I didn't know she had people on three-way calls listening to what we talked about and stuff like that. There's nothing in there that incriminates me or makes me guilty of anything to do with Summer. But, you know, I talked to her as if she was my friend, but I didn't know that she was recording every goddamn thing.
So did you know her prior to Summer going missing or no?
No. I didn't know none of these people off of YouTube before Summer went missing.
I called her and I said, you know, I know we got our issues right now, but Piper is seeming like she can't pipe down. And I just would be very careful because she's younger than you. She's more spry than you. And she seems fighting fucking pissed. I don't know what you've done. And she's like, oh, really? She acted like she didn't know anything. But then, like 2 minutes down in the conversation, she's the one that told me about Andy going to pick her up because she was sleeping in the fucking driveway.
Why did he pick her up like she was in her own vehicle sleeping though? Right?
Right. From what I understand, George and Polly, they asked him or told him or whatever, you need to come get this crazy girl out of our driveway. You need to take her where she needs to go, but wherever it is, she can't be here.
But she had her own fucking ride, so why couldn't they just tell her, like, what the fuck is that?
She didn't have any money. She was calling me to see if once she settled down, she was calling to see if I was there in the area and had a room. And I said, no, I didn't go. They fucked me over.
She literally slept in that driveway for like a fucking month, bro, and between 125.
I don't know what was going on, but it was clear that whatever was going on, Andy had invited Piper.
Yeah.
And the other girls had invited themselves, and then Andy was just like, okay, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, it almost made me feel like maybe Andy was also, in some weird way, maybe interested in Piper. I mean, because if I had to be honest,
I heard they were fucking while she was here, and people have pics of some things. That's all I'm saying, Keith.
No, I believe you. But if I had to, if I was going to be superficial, I would say Piper is cuter. I would fuck Piper before I
didn't realize Jenny was as old as she was either. Like, people were like, no. I was like, man, she ain't but like 20s, 30s, but it turns out she's like 50.
Yeah, I think she might be 52, maybe.
Yeah, and
I don't remember. Yeah.
Piper looks like middle-aged too, but I don't know how. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that Piper's situation is probably been fueled by some substances or something.
Oh, there's something wrong with that bitch for sure. She's super
absolutely.
attached in an unhealthy way to Andy and would do anything. Yeah. But did you see her do that same thing to Anon in Idaho 4 as soon as she thought she had her claws in him? And it was just a couple messages, and then he blows her off and fucks with her, and she lost her full shit, bro.
She lost it. She did.
She gets attached to these men around. There's something wrong with this bitch, bro.
There is something wrong with her. But what I found interesting was that there had to have been some midline intern area that I couldn't see because I felt like it's the middle of the day. I want to assume that Cupcake or Salt Pump, I wanted to conclude to myself that she had to have known that Andy was with Piper.
Yeah.
But I don't know that she did. I don't know.
There were several around Stop Hunting. She was too stupid to fucking get that either. And I know that there's been shit going on while he's driving the fucking truck over here, dude, with other ones. She's just a doormat, dude. She ain't got no sense. And that's why he's enjoying. I mean, he's going to take advantage, downgrade or not. Now he can just fuck whatever he wants.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. So what?
With a broke dick at that. And he's allowed to smoke, get high. He doesn't have to really do that. But he's also facing bills for the first time in his life. He's facing all these things he didn't have to deal with. He's having to pay for fucking food. Because I did all that. Unless it was eating out and shit. Or he needed, he'd get groceries, or whatever. But the thing is, still, I was the one providing most of everything.
Did she always work? Did she always work to care for you?
Work to care for me?
Yeah, she says that you never had a job and you were always in trouble when you first got together and that she had to care for you.
Okay, so you want me to lay this out there? And I mean, how does your chat work? Are you monetized? Do I need to watch my language? Do I need to watch what I say?
You can say whatever.
What you want?
You can say whatever you want.
Okay, well, wild out. So, before 2009, I sold weed every day, all day, and that's how I made my living. I had little odd day end jobs and shit like that just to cover my ass, to be able to claim taxes and to write off everything and shit like that.
Well, he fucked off.
You worked.
I worked, and then when I got sick, even then, my shit took care of everything. basically, and he would wrap me up. I would pay the big bills, the bills we did have. I paid for everything. I did everything. He didn't pay for shit.
Did you have insurance for your job?
Uh-uh.
No. I don't know that like he has these relationships with, of course, the groups of women, and then of course Piper solitary, but then had something with chasing truth that was just a little bit hard to understand. It was just like they would talk, and it was like, I don't know why this lady is talking to her because she said in other cases she knows. So there's a group called OSINT, OSINT. They're with Trace Lab.
Yeah, I know who that is. Yeah,
it's open source intelligence. Anyone can join. Anyone can join OSINT, but to join Trace
somebody
Lab,
else mentioned that to me the other night about chasing.
The first rule is do not contact victims or suspects. Second rule is refer back to the first rule. There's only 2 rules. And Jenny comes from that too, right? Yeah. Jenny comes from, we're on safari. We're not to get out of the vehicle and look at the animals or touch. If the cheetah's eating the cutest baby gazelle you ever seen, it's the process of life, right? Turn your head if it bothers you. But they all stepped out. Now, when they got back, they were telling things to people who still had these weird cross loyalties to me or Fizzle or whoever. And the little bits of information was leaking out.
Yeah.
Right? Adrian claimed that they found something that they hoped could be useful in bringing Summer home. And even though they had all lied to me, I was still felt like, well, there's no way they would lie on Summer like that, right?
Yeah, they would.
So I was like, well, what did you find? She said, we really can't talk about it. And somebody else that's closer to them than I was pretty much like, hey, what is going on? What the fuck? They found a cow bone on 125.
Wow.
They found a cow bone. And it had to be ancient because there's been no cows there for never in my lifetime. Correct. I mean, if there was anything strange,
or a dead cat, somebody, but who the fuck knows? A dog,
a bear. I mean, it's pretty easy to figure it out. But why would these people first say they found something they hope could bring Summer home in the long run, and do a screen test? Now that Annabella bitch, she's the one.
She's whack, dude. She has been in my inbox pretending to be 2 people, pretending they were on the way here for eons, dude, doing weird fuck shit. That bitch is crazy. And then when I call them crazy and I won't be their besties, they lose their whole shit, create a channel, and try to terrorize me.
You're right. I mean, I'm guessing that's what's going to come for me next because, it looks like I'm supporting Don, but because I'm like, I don't want to be a part of nobody that's a part of this Margie shit or the Candace saying Don raped Summer shit. Like, that's not, to cover that now.
It's stupid.
Right. And if I was a cop and I started worrying about that now, it means you stop looking for where the girl's putting footprints down, right?
Right.
Now you're looking, you stop. So you cannot do that. That's what you work on after you find out where she is.
I don't know that the footprints apply. I don't know what really does or not because, I mean, in person, but I don't know. Keys.
David Rader, he said, and I always go back to that. I don't know why.
I think they also misled Rader when he was around. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I do know this, that they probably even had, now, were they actually more physical? Probably not. The Tennessee boys live there. But I'm guessing they probably have all sorts of certifications that Hawkins County people don't have for searching, right? They got all.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. But, watching them, they all, I don't know.
They're all, it's all funny. But he said that about, he was like, well, they said they think there's the possibility that
she was released.
That she was like doing federal.
Ops feds know about it. Sims tries to make it his thing. I'm like, it's not a thing. Like, it's a thing. It happens here, but everybody knows about it. That's not why a kid disappears.
Correct. And I know that it's a tradition in that area, and I'm going to say that I haven't been involved in chicken fighting with some past before.
Like, I don't.
Never go to Tennessee.
Like, I'm not going to go fight chickens. I have seen it, but I'm not going to go there on purpose to go hang out and watch it.
No.
And you're never going to get me to go anywhere near something like a dog fight.
Never. No.
You know?
I've only ever seen dog fight on accident, naturally, but I do not and will not get involved with anything Karen Renfro. I've only kept it cool with her because it's very hard on her for about the chickens.
She also acts like she is more than she is. She ain't shit around here.
I believe. I felt like
That froze. I don't know why. Diana, hold your britches. Karen and I talk. This video was a long time ago. There's an explanation at the end. I will explain more. Karen knows I'm putting this out, along with some messages she sent me that are at the end of this. So please just hold on. I'm going to start the video over. Thank you, Lady R. Oh, okay. You were like, that's not okay. Text messages now. I'm like, holy shit. Karen was someone who adored Benny. Just wait, okay? I'm putting it out because Jodisue's on my damn nerves about it. I'm sick of it. Like, I'm done about it. I don't want to talk about it no more. Here it's out. Everybody can see it. Y'all got something to say. It's stupid at this point, in my opinion. All right, here we go. I don't know if that got bigger. Let me see if I can, and I will explain a lot, okay? I even have parts after this that's, well, during it, that I cut off to talk about. So, see you guys in a bit. And thank you all for being here. Okay.
She anything that looked like an organization. Even if it's, still gum. I just don't. I don't want to fucking chicken fingers. Once I found out, I was like, "Hey, Miss Renfro, so much love, much respect." All that is just a because I told her on the next one. I said, "Man, I know they let you do it. Look at you got your thanks all over your fucking page." I said, "But I'm the guy that can fuck them. I could fuck you up."
Yeah.
And once I got on the right side of the way I was thinking, no.
Well, they drive by and where it's like Sims, she has Orly, which is Andy's family down the road. He has blue barrels. They're right there on the fucking road and they're visible from it. Right? But they think that
with marker too,
they think that means that automatically that's exactly where the chicken fighting's taking place. What they don't understand is there are people here that do breed, raise, and mix their breeds of chickens to sell off. And some of those fighting chickens can go for, you're talking $60,000, $70,000 each.
Absolutely.
And so there are a lot of country bumpkins raising and doing that, and there are a lot from Beach Creek.
I was typing and I wasn't going to stop. Jodisue, thank you for the education. I've already been educated. This has now been going on 3 years. As I said, it's dumb at this point. Karen and I have been talking, as you see, for about 2 years now. I don't think she's a nobody around there. However, you have told me that you don't know her, and she has told me she doesn't know you. So I would like to know what makes you make that statement. You need to stop with the blue barrel shit. Now, I'm actually not going to look the chicken fighting up because I was unable to finish this video. I haven't had enough time. My life has been crazy with chaos, as you guys have seen, which we are going to talk about. I'm actually going to have a special guest on my panel one night. We're trying to work out the details. The foster mother to my sister's children might come up and speak to me. I want to make sure she wants to do it, guys, but I don't want that sort of attention for her. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about it. However, I didn't finish this video, so I'm not going to look up the chicken fighting. You guys can look it up. There's a ton of stuff out there. Even Linda sent me chicken fighting shit. I don't know. It's interesting. There are states that have it legalized. It's very possible people in Rogersville are selling them. I don't get into it. Is there criminal aspects of it? Oh, hell yeah. Some pretty bad ones too. And we will look it up one day because I found some pretty bad ones. Really bad ones where the drugs and the SA happen that have been busted. Children at these chicken fighting events. There's articles about them. However, I would like to dedicate my time to it. And also invite anybody who knows about chicken fighting on panel to come educate us. Okay? Because it is a way of life down south. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm an avid animal lover. Okay? Yeah, we will September. I promise. We will. Let's just get through this because I have a lot. This video is... We're 34 minutes in. Oh, we're almost done with it. There ain't much left to it. Oh, wait, that one. Yeah, there's still... We're going up to here. So there ain't that much left to it. However, I have something else I want to put on just for a little bit. And then we can go over the chicken fighting. I won't go too much into it, but I just want to show you guys a little bit of Tiffany Marie that Jodisue keeps going over there and defending and saying that I've done the worst of the worst of the worst damn things to her in the whole entire universe. When in all reality, I think Tiffany's done a lot worse than I have. That's my opinion. So I'll show it to you. Plus, I believe it's important because it happened the night before Linda's call. However, the live is 6 hours long. I'm thinking 15 minutes skip through. Unless you guys are really into it. But then we can look up the chicken fighting stuff. But we're going to watch a couple other things in this too. We're going to watch a little bit of Popcorn Chicken. Do you guys know who he is? I have found him since I have found Summer's case because of the people in Tennessee. Hi, Mishu. Hi, anybody who came in and I missed. But I have found him and I absolutely adore Popcorn. What's his name? I said chicken. It ain't chicken. Popcorn, you know who I'm talking about. I have his name on there. I can't think. Too many brain cells going from the smoking. And on that note, while we're watching, I'm going to light up. Yeah, little Dev. I don't think, I just try to stay biased and unbiased, and I have no opinion. Some of them people are pretty bad. I don't want to get into their criminal. I just want to show you guys what I had found and why I looked at it the way I did. Okay, you see some shit like bear heads boiling in pots, and you're like, oh my God. Well, then you find out that this guy is taxidermying the animals, putting them on his wall. It's a trophy sport. And they have a lot of land up on Moorlock Mountain, and she actually has another whole set of land that they go to and they hunt. I've actually learned a lot from Karen, and that's what I was trying to tell you guys. Now, something that wasn't in there that I thought I put in there, and I must have took it out because I did that video 2-3 times. It's been a crazy week, okay? But something that wasn't in that video was the whole Marlena aspect and why I was looking at that. So I'm going to put it in my part 2. I really want you guys to give me some time to work on it. It's only 10 minutes left of this, but there's a lot of stuff I want to jam pack into it. And the chicken fighting stuff was going to be some of it. So I don't know if we're going to go over that tonight. Let's think about it. No, Karen. That was who I believe, in my opinion, I'm speculating, could possibly be Squall. That's why I was showing it. This video is what started World War III for me here on YouTube. And there's a lot of other stuff in it. And maybe one day we can go over it and I can tear it apart and add things I've learned to it. You guys, give me time. I got to keep some of my stuff for content, right? Like everything I know has been turned into who it needs to be turned into. And this video's been a long time coming, which, by the way, Karen laughed at it. She was cracking up and she loved the video. So we will go deeper into it now that I've put it back out. But I hope the ending of that made sense to you. She was explaining to me, Benny's a crush, ha ha ha. She still thinks he's a slime. She comes in my chat. Those are the things we laugh about. I don't think Karen's a nobody. And I think Jodisue needs to stop. Unless she knows something different. That wasn't a dog, little Dev. It was a bear. It was a bigger bear. It wasn't the same skull she showed me, but she was showing me how she preserves them. I think she actually even, like, there was directions in there, like they put them in bleach and they do this and that. Sutton. That's it. Popcorn Sutton. Yeah, lots of big money and lots of crime. So Jodisue's full of shit. But however, that doesn't mean the people on Ben Hill are the ones that are involved in that crime. Or it could, but it doesn't mean the person or people that I had in that video points to them. I was pointing a direction to people that Marlena may have possibly known. I was trying to get into Marlena, and everybody took that video as if it was some crazy ass shit. And I didn't even get a chance to reach out to Karen before everybody was fucking attacking me. After the video was released, it took me a long time to grow some balls, a few months. Hold on, I'm lighting a cigarette. Actually, yeah. And when I did, I only did it because I figured she was creeping on my page and trying to see the video because she hadn't seen it. Around the time Linda started begging me for the video, I started to get worried that somebody was going to try to do something. So I sent it to her. She laughed like hell at it. She loved it. However, we spoke about me putting it back out. She really didn't want me to put it back out because the young man in it is her son. Her son does pay attention to shit on YouTube, and he doesn't like people in Beach Creek. That was a concern to me. There's a lot more. We'll get into Karen. I actually like Karen, and I've grown fond of her, and I don't want to do nothing that makes her mad. Okay, there's a lot of explanation, and she's very friendly, and she loves her children, and she loves her family. And I put her in a bad position to the point that she even told me a family member quit speaking to her son. Okay, so I really didn't want to put that back out there. However, I am, because Jodisue and everybody else continue to make such a big deal out of this damn video that, quite frankly, I'm ashamed of today. I don't know much. That's what I said to Lady R the other day. I don't know much about hunting and living in the country. Yes, I've lived in the country, but not for very long. I've seen the way people have lived in the country, but I've never seen them hunting, because me personally was never into that. One of my friends, I lived in a small biker town growing up a good majority of my life, and in that town, people would leave to go hunting. We had country all around us, and they would go up into like Lincoln Borough, Liberty Borough, or they would travel to like Tionesta or out by Erie or up Butler County, Beaver County, wherever they go. There was some hunting in our local woods, but it wasn't good hunting. We're city, right? Like, we're town and city and suburbs. And so a friend of mine's stepfather and uncle, the whole fucking family, really, god damn them Galkers, caught a deer and came home when I was little and told me it was freaking Rudolph and painted its nose. And it scared the shit out of me, and I never liked hunting. Then the same motherfuckers tricked me into eating fucking deer meat and some spaghetti, and then told me after I ate it, I was sad. Then they told me they killed Bambi, okay? Then a boyfriend I had all through high school, his whole family went hunting, and I'd have to go to his house, and they would have dead deer hanging with the belly ripped open from the damn porch. Listen, I love animals, but however, I eat animals too. Steak is my favorite food. I just don't like to see it dead. So now I'm understanding it. I'm learning a little more about it. Karen taught me that. So don't hate on her. And Jodisue, in my opinion, you're a bitch for this. There's no need to keep shit going. However, let's finish my video. Thank you guys for being here. You know I'm talking. I didn't really look all at the chat that much. I will catch up. Or I'll read the chat later and catch up later. Always do. Okay, hold on.
And so there are a lot of country bumpkins raising and doing that, and there are a lot from Beach Creek, just like, honestly, even Andy's family, there's pictures of them from the White House during Prohibition delivering moonshine to the fucking White House. And
Yes, it's just,
my
family, but not those kind of people. It'd be like Central messing with my phone.
And it's like popcorn and blue and all. You all see them on TV, but we do them in real life. You know? And so you have these ways of life, but to everybody else it seems dangerous. But the moonshiners, you ain't really got to worry about them. The chicken fighters, you ain't got nothing to fucking worry about. You know?
Because actually what they do, they're hiding when they do it. I mean, to an extent. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you might run drugs with your chickens. You might run drugs with your dogs across the country, something like that. But you don't actually have to worry about, oh my God, all the chicken fighters and raisers and breeders, they're dangerous. You know what I mean? They're not. Some of these country bumpkins look poor than dirt, but their chickens are going for 60 grand a piece. So who's stupid? The guy with the
In March of 2009, I was hired by a California-based company to travel to the Parettsville, Tennessee home of renowned and notorious moonshiner Marvin Popcorn Sutton. The ATF had arrested Popcorn after a raid on his property that yielded some 850 gallons of moonshine. He was convicted on federal charges in late 2008, and he was scheduled to start serving his sentence in federal prison the Friday after our portrait session. He never reported to prison. On March 16, 2009, the day after our session, Popcorn Sutton took his own life. To say I was shocked at the news would be an understatement. It took me several days just to process the information. These images are among the very last images of moonshining legend Marvin Popcorn Sutton, who died March 16, 2009. May he rest in peace. Popcorn Sutton was best known for his appearances in documentaries on the History Channel and his book, Me and My Liquor. You may have seen him recently on the series Moonshiners on the Discovery Channel. But the people of East Tennessee and Western North Carolina knew him for his moonshine. For many years, it was considered the best shine you could buy, and you were lucky if you get your hands on some. The California-based company that hired me was in the process of brewing popcorn shine legally, and they needed marketing images of the master before he reported to prison. When I arrived at the property, I was invited in by Popcorn's wife. Popcorn looked frail and weak. He was lying on a sofa wrapped in a blanket. I was told that he'd been ill, which in the South usually means that you're dying of something or could die of something, or you just have a cold. It wasn't clear, but Popcorn didn't look well. He sat up slowly, got his feet on the floor, and screamed something almost unintelligible. It was loud, it was crass, and it was a question. And I'm not going to repeat it here, but suffice to say, it was something about what I like to eat. I was born and raised in the South. I knew this was a test to see how I'd react to his crassness and the question. Without skipping a beat, I replied, "Damn right I do." "Well, good," Popcorn said, "because if you didn't, I'd say you was a no-good son of a bitch." From there, we hit it off fine, and Popcorn gave me 2.5 hours of the last full day of his life. He showed me around his property, old rundown cars, shacks, outhouses, and tools of every shape, form, and fashion. He tried to sell me everything and anything I laid eyes on, and all the while I continued to capture image after image of this old man in his world. Popcorn was quick to ask what I thought was poked through the front of his signature hat. I thought it was a bone of some kind, but Popcorn laughed and said, "No, it's a dried raccoon pecker." At first glance, it looked like a cheap digital watch, but it wasn't. It was the electronic monitor the feds used to keep Popcorn under house arrest. While Popcorn waited to go to federal prison, he was under house arrest, and he was only allowed to leave his property once a week on Mondays to visit his doctor. Our session was on a Sunday, March 15th. On Monday, March 16th, Popcorn got into his car as he would any other Monday, as if he was going to the doctor's office. Instead of the doctor's office, he drove to a remote part of his property, and as I was told, he ran a garden hose from the exhaust to the window of his car. He was found dead in his car late that afternoon. Since I first published these images, I've been asked many times if Popcorn seemed resigned or morose. I don't know if he was resigned or even morose, but he didn't seem tired, almost exhausted, and often his bright blue eyes were lost somewhere in the distance. I assume they were focused on the task that he knew lay ahead. Popcorn Sutton was a man who did things his way, including ending his own life. I'm just grateful that he chose to give me 2.5 hours at the end. Rest in peace, Popcorn.
So, thank you, Mr. Armstrong, for that video. I really enjoyed it. Sorry, guys, I wasn't really looking at chat like I should have been. I was into that. I don't know much about Popcorn, but I've learned a little bit about him. Pretty cool dude. Okay, back to this. All right.
wheelbarrow in the yard, or the dumb bitch who thinks he's dangerous because he's making bank and a fortune for his family while all he's doing is selectively breeding for people who do fight, even in legal states.
Law, actually. That's not against the law.
It's not, no, and that's the thing. A lot of those end up going to legal states like Louisiana and other places where it is fully legal to fight chickens.
Yeah,
and
that's where I've looked at it.
And so
it's a whole criminal. It's a whole.
But of course, you're gonna have criminal elements mixed in with that type of shit.
Absolutely.
You know,
I don't go anywhere and hang out with people doing federal activities.
Right. Try not to, right?
People. Yeah.
Her laugh there. I had to laugh at that when she did that. I don't even care that she talks shit on me. I really don't. She's just ridiculous, you know? And then she played that over and over like 10 fucking times. I cut all that out. You guys only have to listen to it once with me. With her black screen for 2 hours, the ridiculous shit. I was half tempted to come on here and just put a black screen for like 24 hours with little bits in it and just leave her a little message so she'd go through it. But I am that petty. I ain't gonna do that though. That's too much on my computer. We already did the almost 24-hour live, right? Once. Well, that was good, Crystal. I'll have to look more into him. Yeah, he's an interesting man. Interesting indeed. All right, let's get back to this video. And I'm done with the chicken fighting shit after today, period. As far as Karen Renfro goes. However, I still think there's some things that can be maneuvered. You guys know how I operate. Okay. Gotta be careful. That Jeremy Pill's interesting. Okay.
If you had 100 agents, you could get them all. I don't mess with people like that. They got a different way of thinking. Like, if I'm going to break a federal law, I'm not going to take even my best friend with me. I'm going to take a phone with me, right?
Right.
So no, that was just to make sure, or at least it does sound familiar. Not the first name, but the last name.
She was inside of a lot of things. All things revolve around things, but things center around how somehow a lot of people got brought here and there's contact with these different things and setups and weird shit. And Methvin is one of the worst, but she weaseled her way around Adrian and Jenny very early on when they were still just Facebook group doing court cases. And then at Summers, they start bringing them in, and then they want access to the data bank. And it's just very weird how everything
that data bank, I can say that it seemed very useful when I first was exposed to it. I was only exposed to it like 3 times. But what I come to realize is that it's a database that is basically all a paper.
Yeah.
What she thinks is the fact is the stuff she takes from the news. And we know the news is not all fact at all.
Yeah, it's a tool for law enforcement, too.
Yeah, it's not. And she doesn't have anything before February or January. Like, she's missing 9 months worth of shit.
Wait, you talking about January of like Summer vanished in June and she doesn't have anything until starting in January of 2022?
Correct. She's asked several people. She doesn't want to ask publicly because she doesn't want you to know that she's lacking all kinds of shit.
I know that she's lacking
That's just one folder. I have many under different names for Jody, under different things. But Gavel, was that your problem? You didn't want to tell me that you didn't have anything prior to January 2022 and I had everything? So was this a little bit of a jealousy thing? Like, I come out with the chicken shit, you're stopping, and Sassy's stopping. Everything I'm putting out, right? Like, y'all are getting pissed, you're working with Squall, you're doing all kinds of crazy shit, right? Uh-oh, grab him. They're in the other room. Okay. My grandson's in the kitchen with his mama. Let me put that out in case he runs in here. Can you put the board up? Yeah. Make sure the board's up. Okay. So, anyways. Hi, Day Tripper. So, the problem with me is actually that you had shit. Your database was shit, is shit, will always be shit. It's not a database. It's Google this, Google that, Google Meets, Google Spreadsheet, Google. Girl, get your shit together, okay? You could have just asked.
I've heard, I've seen the messages. Yeah. But that's the thing, Keys. The feds have a
things are said in the chat that disrupt stuff. I don't want people and all kinds of shit.
I know that she's lacking all kinds of shit on me. I've heard, I've seen the messages. Yeah. But that's the thing, Keys. The feds have a
things are said in the chat that disrupt stuff. I don't want people. If I stay on too long, somebody comes over, 100 people try to disrupt it.
Yeah, the trolling gets so fucking old, dude. And the 40 pick me's and chats and the weird shit and the fuck shit.
It's getting pretty gay. So I'm glad that I've made the decision. And when I make a decision, I'll go backwards. Like, no more, no Ginny, no Adrian, no this or that. And when I say I'm done, I do not go backwards. Because I went backwards a couple times in my life and ended up in prison.
But why?
When I was helping them, it was benign.
Do you know who Doohickey really is, Keys?
I do not. She's one of those people.
My husband's amazing. He's like, oh, Angie's in the kitchen with the baby. Angie was not in the kitchen with the baby. Angie thought the baby was in the sister's room and the baby snuck down here. And he had to carry the baby back up. So that's as far as I got. We got like 10 minutes of this left. And I'm going to finish it up. But however, it's not going to be 10 minutes. Give me a few days to finish it. Okay? I wish you would just let Benny talk without interrupting him so much. Yeah. It sounds like to me she was excited to talk to him. Like, oh, Benny. What's so funny is she's in here in the same recording. Like, I was never one of the ones to follow the YouTubers. Listen. Jodisue goes for the bigger channels, the more popular channels. Look at her with Tiffany Marie, which we're about to get into. Okay? Because their relationship to me... Is he upstairs? She was up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in the kitchen.
I thought she was in there. He came downstairs.
You even went and shut the door, dude.
I said, is your mama down there? He said, yeah. Well, I thought, okay.
So you just believe the 2-year-old?
Yeah. Well, he usually he's upstairs.
Okay, it never did have anything to do with Summer Wells, unfortunately, in my opinion. No, not really, huh? Who was Holler? She begged him not to leave YouTube. Who are you guys talking about? Oh, Tiff. Oh, Jody. Yeah. That's what I'm hearing. No, we got a cat crying. The dog's next. Did you feed her? Did the other cats eat all the food?
I don't know.
Yep, look at her running. Oh, lady. Sorry, guys. She just went live. Who did? Jody? Oh, today she was talking about, she did a members only live. I don't know if it went to private, but I recorded it. Because today she's on there talking about, shit. I forget. All kinds of shit. I'm going to go through it. However, I want to get into this Tiffany Marie stuff because here it is, Jody, and I'm only going to play a few minutes of it. Okay? You guys know I don't like to be on here more than 2 hours, and I'll probably be stopping this one. So, plus hubby's off today, and kids are home tonight. Okay, so let's go to Tiffany. We're going to share this chat tab. Let me close this one down. We are done with this. I'll finish that later. Let's just listen for a little while. I don't even know that I have any commentary on this because, to be honest with you, it kind of speaks for itself. And maybe one night we could actually go over the whole thing when I have more time to sit here. Like, the husband works and the kids go to school, they go to bed earlier. For me, Wednesdays, Thursdays, the weekends, my son usually goes up to camp with his friend. Fridays, I'd have more hours in a day to sit, and we could go through the whole 6 hours in 2 parts. But what I want to add to it is the actual, when they had, and I have it downloaded, so I have it, when they had Jodisue's sister on panel that happened the night prior to this, because I really wanted to do this in order. However, that's why I don't want to go over the whole thing. So I'm not even going to commentate or chat. I'm just going to give you guys a listen, and then later on, another night, we'll go through. But I have like 45 minutes. You guys can form an opinion.
Be email and DM only for links, okay? So because assholes have to ruin it for everybody else. Hold on, I just have to fix something really quick in my YouTube studio. So what I'm going to do is, if you want a link to panel, you have to email me or DM me on Discord if you're in Discord. No biggie. It just happens. I'm not worried about it. But for those who want to come on panel, if you have me on Discord, just DM me for the link. I'll send it to you. And if you're not on Discord and you don't have me through DMs or text message or whatever, then email me. I'm going to put my email in the chat for you. So I'll do for link to panel, email me at. Okay. So there we go. All right. And I'm so sorry, you guys. I apologize that happened. It's okay. We're used to that kind of stuff. You know? What's wrong with my YouTube studio? Okay, I need to... Hold on, just bear with me just a moment. Just have to go in again. I have to like refresh my YouTube studio. Let me read my chat while I'm doing it. Hey, Joanna, how are you? Coco Sackett, whose channel was Jodie's sister on last night? Gavel Geeks. Could somebody drop the link for Gavel Geeks stream last night? If you wouldn't mind, one of my mods, please. If not, I can do it. I just have to put subscribers only on here. I'm also going to have to keep my email open. So is there anybody that wants to come up that wasn't with hell? My thing now is going to move all slow. Is there anybody that wants to come up? Email me. Let me make sure my notifications are on. You know, listen, I was just over in the DC a little while ago on a panel talking about something to do with bomb. I do not think Jodisue had anything to do with that. So just so you know, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Jodie wasn't at her seat or whatever, which is shady, right? But no. It's the drama community. It's the trolls. Because they hate me. I can't stand me. So, all right, subscribers, I'll put 20 minutes. Is 20 minutes too much? Probably not. It's fine. All right. Subscribers only. Let's go back. Now, what I wanted to do is we're going to stream Jodie. We're going to talk about last night. And wait a minute. What did I just see when I wanted to save whatever it was that was up? I'm trying to think. I was looking at YouTube and something popped up that I wanted to play. And now I forgot what it was. Per usual. All right. What happened last night? So last night there was a panel on Gavel Geeks and Jenny Gavel. And what we did was let me put my banner up for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So this is the tip line. I put it on the bottom, okay? The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children cyber tip line is 1-800-843-5678, or you can go online to cybertipline.com, okay? All right. Oh, so what happened last night was Jodie's sister, Amy, came on Gavel Geeks panel, and so did Andy, and they both answered some questions. So it was very informative and very interesting live stream. Oh, Loose Lie, thank you so much for joining. Was Loose Lie in here? I wrote it down because I saw like the second that I ended. Hold on, I had to read this. Yeah. Nicole, I just answered you back. Did she come? Jodie? No. No. No, she did not. Hey, Creative Teeter. Okay, so we're back in action. Okay, Ann Weller. Tiffany, may I please ask a huge favor? I now have a public live on my Facebook sharing about what happened to my son becoming missing after passing away by the authorities. Your son went missing after... I'm sorry, Ann. Can you explain what you mean by that? Your son went missing after passing? I can share your link. I'll share it on my community post. Absolutely. Could you just send it to me in an email? And I will absolutely share it for you. No problem at all. Aries Fire, welcome back. Happy to have you. Very much. Good to see you. It's been a while. Okay, let's see. Selena says, Jodisue lied about not attending her late brother's funeral. Yeah, she did. And that's really concerning. She actually blamed YouTube and said that the reason why she wasn't able to attend his services was because every excuse under the sun. What were all the excuses she gave? And then there was something else. Oh, that she missed the phone call that he was passing because someone hacked into her stuff. But her sister said that Jodie was at his bedside. So I'm a little confused about that. And I don't like to talk about family members and such. It's like cringe to me. But this is something that was discussed on YouTube. So I think that it's obviously needs to be a conversation, because she actually really did blame people for not being able to go to her brother's funeral, not being able to be there with him. And her sister said, no, she was at the funeral. And I actually have a picture in my possession of Jodi with family members at that funeral, which I will not show, but it is out there. It's online. It's a public photo. And Jodi absolutely was at her brother's funeral. So why she will lie about that? Probably for sympathy, to make people think, like, did she think no one's ever find out? It's on Facebook. It makes no sense, right? It's pinned, hon. My email is pinned to the top. I pinned it. Lace and perfume. When did she say this? We are spiritual beings. It was quite a while ago. So probably June, July, August, so May or March. I don't remember. And I really don't want information about her family members in here. But the funeral, I believe he passed away several months ago. And she's just drilled it that, you know, she wasn't able to go. YouTubers prevented her from saying goodbye to him. YouTubers prevented her from going to the funeral. But lo and behold, her sister came out last night and said, no, that's not true. She was there at the funeral. And hold on a minute. Okay, good. She said she was at the funeral and she was at.
I'm going to commentate here. I'm trying not to look at the chat and commentate too much because I really do want to go over a lot more of this. However, Jodisue did not say she wasn't at the hospital, nor did she say, and I have the video, I would have to really, really dig through all them videos I have to find it. But what she had said was she had gone outside to smoke a cigarette, and her phone didn't go off when she got a text from her family because the YouTubers were fucking around. And she missed the text and she missed her brother's final moments. That's what Jodisue said. So just thought that I would get on here and give a little bit of commentary so we don't have to do that one again. I'll look for the video if you guys really want to, like, push me on it. Just remind me in a few days. Thank you, Lady R, and thank you so much for the copyrights and reminding people that this is just a little flashback here. I like to do these flashbacks.
As bedside when he was passing. So that is really fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, to use a family member, I feel like I have something on my face. This is why I don't like to cam up. I'll be picking my face apart. I feel like I had, like, something there. I don't know what that was. She's paranoid, schizophrenic with psychopathic tendencies. I do think that schizophrenia is a factor, but of course I'm not a medical professional and I don't have any kind of credentials to diagnose anybody. But if I were to assume, I would imagine there's some schizophrenia going on there. Whether it's been diagnosed or not, I don't know. And whether she has it or not, I also don't know, right? It's like really something that is not her business. It's medical stuff. So, right. She was never kidnapped. She was never trafficked. She was not raised by her grandfather. Right. So a lot of lies, a lot came out last night. So that's good. I'm really glad that her sister spoke. And I'm really glad that Andy spoke and is speaking and he's not afraid to speak. Hey, Sweet Tea. Is Sweet Tea in here? Did I just see Sweet Tea? Hey, Bridget. Bridget? I believe Hollow Boy lives someone around Ben Hill. No, Ryan Upchurch. Ryan Upchurch is fucking badass. Drugs can cause this behavior. Right. Well, so can't mental health, right? So can't sitting on YouTube for 12 hours straight every single day. It can actually make you a little nutty. I know, because I've spent too much time on YouTube at times. You have to unplug. Jodi's not unplugged from YouTube in all this time. And that's also concerning. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when I had said to her, Jodi, why don't you take a break? Why don't you, when things were like really bad for her and harassment that she said was going on was at its peak, I said, Jodi, why don't you take some time off? Even if it's just a couple days. And I told her, usually it takes a good 14 days or so to see a difference and a change, and people will stop talking, about you as much. She said no. So, hi, Obi. I posted Holler comment that he left on my channel. What did he say? Aries, thank you so much. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys, I really do. Hold on a minute. Let me look at my email real quick. I don't have any requests for links, so I'll just go ride solo for a few. Till somebody wants to come up. And if no one wants to come up, that's fine too. Barb Murray, thank you. Hold on, I just passed right by it. I was on vacation and catching up. I've never saw you live. You're beautiful. Rock on, sister. Thank you. Thank you, Barb Murray, for your super chat. I appreciate that so very much. How long is your hair, Tiffany? Pretty long. Hold on. So, hold on. It doesn't even fit in the screen. I don't know how long it is. I've not measured it. It goes down. It hits like right above my the small of my back. Thank you. Addicted to drama and or making the drama and then being the victim. Selena says, I see so many behaviors that I experienced. Paranoia.
They said I couldn't make it, but look at me shine now. Turn my pain into power, now they all looking sour. Ducking life's punches, they thought they had me down. I took every blow, but watch me spit my dope flow now. They threw me to the dogs, but now they ain't got no bite. Don't you know my game? I'll turn your brightest day into your darkest night. From the Steel City streets of the bird, they don't know my swerve, but I'm running with my back, watch us twist and curve. Watch us twist and curve. Bolting by so fast, zoom, zoom, zoom. I'm like lightning flashing past. No need to ask questions, no need to ask why. Just watch me as I flash by, flying oh so high. As I dance in the sky. Now they out here addicted like crack. There ain't no turning now, ain't no going back. I'm never gonna stop. Only gonna hit you with that attack. Once I push on the gas, I zoom, zoom by fast. Cause I'm on the rise, I shine and I pop. I'm about to hit you with the beat of this ever flowing hip, 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 hip hop. As I look past all you squeaky little hoes, I'll hit them with my style, hit them with the most dope. Flying past them like a ghost, I bet they can't even cope. Leaving them in the dust, I'm flying high, ain't no hope for the broke. You think I was on that angel dust, shooting for the stars. I'm on that plane, flying high, trust. They threw me to the dogs, but now they ain't got no bite. Don't you know my game? I'll turn your brightest day into your darkest night. From the Steel City streets of the bird, they don't know my swerve, but I'm running with my back, watch us twist and curve. Watch us twist and curve. I've seen the dark side dance with the devil. I took that pain, I turned it up a few levels. Came from the struggle, came from the ghetto, yeah. Been through hell, but I'm here because I got bars to sell. Fuck all your doubt. This is for the girls who've been told they are less. For the ones who've been silent, who never got to confess. I'm here for the fighters, the survivors of the war, the queens of the battle. Watch us all transform. I'm the girl who fought and never could let go. Spinning my bars so raw, just letting the words flow, just so I could let the whole world know. I'll never face any defeat. I ain't too strong to break, too real to be fake. I'm the queen of this battle, make no mistake. From the Steel City streets of the Berg, they don't know my swerve, but I'm running with my pack. Watch us twist and curve. Watch us twist and curve. From the Steel City streets of the Berg, they don't know my swerve, but I'm running with my pack. Watch us twist and curve.
losing touch with reality delusions. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of delusions going on. You can clearly see that and hear it, because the other night I was like, well, this is a perfect example. Let's listen to this. Hold on a minute. Let me play something for you. Of course, my phone charger is stuck under the leg of my chair. Oh, okay. Sabrina P. Hey, the real Brenda, Lee Marie, Melly C. So upon just now checking her out, I don't think a damn thing's going to change over there. No, it's not. No, it's not. The only people that are able to change what's going on over there is us. That's it. She's not going to change, but we can. And this is how. So we can change what's going on over there by streaming her, taking turns streaming her, people around. Of course, with commentary, you got to do it for your youth, because you don't want to get a strike. Okay. And I would suggest, now this is just a suggestion, if you want to make a difference and change things over there, you can click that little button on our page that says subscribe, and simple as that. You'll never see another notification again. And then all of the channels and all of the creators who watch her and all of the creators who pay very close attention to her will put those clips out, and you'll never miss anything. You will not miss a thing. So many eyes are on her that there's absolutely no need for anybody to even stay subscribed. Now, I'm not telling you to unsubscribe, but if you want to fix the problem over there, then that's a perfect way to do it. Selena says, YouTube could be her obsession, the place she thinks she will find answers. It's a part of the illness. Well, I also think that on YouTube, she can actually present her case, right? Anything that like might be bothering her, she can actually run the narrative. She can run her own narrative, and she can get away with giving out a story that isn't true, right? And people will believe it. So an obsession over YouTube might actually be, well, she feels the most accepted on YouTube, or maybe she feels that YouTube is a place where she can, pull the wool over people's eyes, and turns into a bit of an obsession when that's the only place people take you seriously in life or believe you. Let's see. It's bad for the tiny human. All right. So this is another thing. So what I want to do is, because I know that I spoke a lot about the tiny human situation yesterday, and all I ask is in my chat, please don't speculate about her kids. I want to keep them off limits. Okay. As much as possible. No names of her children. No, oh, we should call CPS or nothing like that in my chat. Mods, if you see it, get rid of it right away. I don't want it here. That's all. I don't want to create a volatile situation. I have full faith that law enforcement knows what's going on, and they're aware. No phone calls, please. I know people are worried, and I know people are writing it all over the place, but I don't want my chat to be that kind of environment. That's all. Because then things get really sticky and messy, and I want to keep this stream free of any kind of attacking her children. And when I say attacking her children, what I mean is putting them in the position to be questioned by anybody like CPS or law enforcement. I do not want that coming from my channel. I don't want any kind of problems for her regarding her child, because it affects her child. And I know people are concerned about her daughter. I totally understand that. But I believe that the powers that be are aware of what's going on. And if they think there's an issue, I think they'll take care of it. Now, do I think they give a shit? No. But I don't want anybody to use my chat as a place to incite that kind of stuff. So let's try to keep the talk about her kids to a minimum. If you need to mention something, that's fine. I don't want it to get out of control. And I say that because in a live chat, it really can get out of control. And I don't want that to happen. I would like to prevent that if possible. Oh no, sissy, you screwed up your account trying to join the membership. Don't worry about it. You don't need to join. It's totally fine. Listen, you guys show up green if you're a member and black if you're not, but trust me, I don't look at the color of your name. Like, I'm thankful you're here in my chat. You don't ever need to become a member if you don't. I don't offer anything for memberships anyway, like except the Discord link, because that's all I have. You're not missing out on anything. Not now anyway. I might do some things in the fall that might go under memberships, but maybe not, because I don't like to leave people out. I'm kind of a sucker that way. So joining memberships is a nice way to be supportive, but I don't really offer anything. What am I going to offer people? You know what I mean? So don't worry about joining memberships. Please don't worry. Thanks, Avery's mom. I'm your favorite channel. There's got to be somebody better than me. WWJ Will, been listening to you for a solid year and never seen you. Tiffany is hot. Oh my gosh. Thanks. All right. we're going to get into Jody content. That's why Tiffany is the best we love her. Thank you guys. You're so good to me all the time. I know you support me, Sissy. You've been here for how many years? Don't even Boston. Let me share your link. I want to share Boston Girl Bridget. What's your beauty channel again? Because I know that's where you like to. Let me go. Hold on a minute. Boston Girl Bridget is adorable, and I like to share her out. She's not a crime channel.
Damn it. Did I have my mute on? Was my mute on? Did I just mute that? Did you guys miss me? Okay, let me say it again. Who was talking about the filter? Her face, her filters fall glitching. You know that one picture? Okay, look, you know how I tell you guys that I buy graphics all the time? Well, I used to. AI has like changed that for me a little bit. I still buy them though. I'm an addict. We've spoken about this. Okay. You know that one picture she has and she tries to pass it off as it's her, she's standing against the wall or something. It's like a black and white picture. She has a ponytail, smoking a cigarette. Yeah, Tiff, I seen that on iStock too. Good grab, just to let you know. Yeah, I shop iStock sometimes. They have good DPI and really good quality. But okay, just thought I'd tell y'all. Shh, I'm done. Let's get back to the video.
So, but she's cute as fuck, and I adore her. But it's probably a New England thing. Boston Girl Bridget. Just up to her, guys. Thanks, Danielle. Boston Girl Bridget, and then share me out with the men's. Boston, what's your makeup channel? Is it listed in your section? No. It's a beauty. Tell me the name of your makeup channel. You're very welcome. You like my headband? Thanks. Do you know that this came with a mask and a scrunchie? I don't wear scrunchies, but yeah, I have a mask to match it. I just think it's good to get the truth. That's important. What's her makeup channel? Beauty with Bridget. Okay, thank you. I thought so. Let me share. So the one that I just shared is her main channel where she just goes live to talk about, whatever. And I'm going to show you her beauty channel, Beauty by Bridget, or Beauty with Bridget. Beauty with Bridget. So here's her makeup channel, guys. Sub up. Oh, thanks, Nicole. There you go. Nicole just shared it. So sub to both those channels, Boston Girl Bridget and Beauty with Bridget. You'll love her. You'll literally love her. She's so funny. I think it's really nice and refreshing to go over to Bridget's channel. And she actually deals with a whole lot of health stuff. And she makes the best out of every day. This girl puts her makeup on every single day, no matter how she's feeling. And she really is like a ray of sunshine. But she's badass. Don't be fooled. She'll cut a bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? I love her. Awesome. Yeah, sub right up. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm not really big on makeup. Like, I'll throw on foundation and powder, a little bit of blush, eyeliner, and mascara, but that's about it. I'm kind of plain when it comes to makeup. And I don't like bright colors on my eyes. Some people put red or what. I hate red eyeshadow. I've never put red eyeshadow on my eyelids. Never will. I don't know why. I just hate it. Supergirl, thank you. TM looking like a queen wearing that crown like a boss today. Thank you for your tenacity. Oh, my leopard crown. Thank you. Thank you so much. Best makeup tips here. Yeah. Sub up to her. You guys will really enjoy that channel. Oh, shit. Yes. Jodisue's eyeshadow at Christmas. Laugh my fucking ass off. That's hilarious. Oh my God. That's what I mean though. Like I can't do the red stuff, the red eyeshadow. All in pinks. I've gotten that for many years. People say that I look like Kristen Davis. I don't really think I do, but thank you. I've gotten Drew Barrymore and Kristen Davis, and then who else? Someone else. I don't remember. But that I've gotten the most. I hear Kristen Davis and also yeah. Okay. Drew Barrymore. That's what I've always been told, like my whole life. I am Irish. I'm half Irish, half Italian. All right, so we're gonna go over to Jody's. Let's go over to Jody's real quick. Oh, before I do that, hold up. I want to, hey Paloma. Great to see you, beautiful Tiffany. Great to see you, beautiful Paloma. Left your ocean walk with us. Thank you. You're welcome, Bonita. I was gonna go to the beach today, but it's cloudy, so missed a whole another day sun. Did you see the girl who competed in some beauty pageant 100% makeup free? No, S-Win. I think that. Hey, Sky Z, thank you. Lulu says, I was always told I look like Christine Taylor. Selena says, I've been said I look like Catherine Zeta-Jones. She's beautiful. You guys are funny. Okay. You were told you resemble Sally Field? Really sweet pea and something. Let me see what Jody's talking about real quick. Let me see. If you want a link, send me a Holler Boys Creek Squad. Fuck around, find out. Huh? Shut up. You ain't no Holler Boy Creek Squad. You don't have anything to do with Creek Squad. Stop it. Let me click on this link and see where it brings me. You hear that air conditioner? Her air conditioner. It's on its last leg. Holler Boys Creek Squad. Fuck around, find out. Doesn't have any content. Here's the link to the channel. About, join January 10th, 2019. Here, this is the link to that. Yeah, he's chatting her up. Here, take the link. See that? Oh my God. You know what? My camera slows my computer down. I forgot about that. I'm not going to be able to put up with that shit. I don't have time for it. I really don't. All right. Here's the link to the Holler Boy Creek Squad. Hey, Salty. I'll be listening, and I worked the last 3 days today off and back tomorrow. Need to get things done. Okay, Salty, you listen. You don't have to be here. No one has to be here, ever. Brian Up Church is funny. I want to join. What is she doing? She's just sitting here. She's not saying anything. Look at this. Just sits there. But I actually have a couple things I want to share of hers. So hold up. Let's get her on. Share screen. She's unreal. She'll just sit all day. Look at her. Lotta. I mean you. So it doesn't. Oh, she just muted. It's an ad. Okay. Blair, what is she doing? What is she even doing right now? Fun. How many people are participating? One person out of 107. That's what we want. It's working. You know what? Jody did it all on her own.
You don't know problem child. Or that you're from anywhere remotely around here. Or the creek. And don't know about problem child. Or Jerry. But you know Jeffrey since he's little. Holler, there's nobody from Beach Creek or Sullivan Gardens that doesn't know about problem child.
Just sitting there. I gotta send a link to someone. Hold on. She'll sit there for 10 whole minutes, just sitting there. I don't know what she's doing. Like, if she's gonna listen to us, because you know she does that, why doesn't just let everybody hear it? When I listen to someone, I just let everybody hear it. Right? Is she like embarrassed that she's listening to us? Gonna pretend we all know she listens. You don't need to hide it, Jody. Just be honest. Oh my gosh, my camera's really slowing down everything. I don't like it. I hate this. Hold on, guys. A minute, I gotta do something. Let me just make a minute so I can move around here. She's gonna sit here. No worries. She has nothing to say today. She's talking to the holler boy person. He has her. Hold on. She's arguing. All right, hold on. Hang on. Upload forward. She has 2 participants. 2.
Anybody else around now?
Oh, emergency me. It's your girl, Deborah.
Oh, by the way, the other jury did as well, because I was talking about 2 different juries. And everybody knows he passed away where, when, and how very recently. If you know Jeffrey, you'd know that. The other one's an entirely different one. He definitely never lived on 110. And definitely did as well.
And just so you guys know, I'm either gonna have to put this on my top tier members, or I'm gonna have to private it because I'm streaming her and I'm not taking a strike for her. So if I do put it on members, Summer's picture will come off the thumbnail. Okay, nothing Summer goes under memberships ever. Hold on a minute. But this stream may not stay up. Am I nuts? Where's this from? Okay, hold up. Hold on, I want to go back in the stream. Who cares what she's saying? Look at the people that want to be seen. Purple Butterfly, D Designs, Oceanside, Deborah, and Holler Boys. They're like, oh shit, I want Tiffany to see that I'm going in there. Don't be too proud. Don't be too proud. Cindy, thank you so much for your super chat, hon. I wrote it to you in chat, I think, but I want to make sure that I say it too. Miss you so much. Is she? Oh my God. How much did I just get the head? A whole 10 minutes. A whole 10 minutes. She's sitting here saying nothing. Ronnie, we're 115 people watching her because those are the people that are going to make it possible for people like you to unsub and not have to watch her streams. There's always going to be people keeping tabs on her and recording everything she does. That's why there's 115 people. I guarantee you a good portion of those people are recording. Because as you can see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people chatting out of 116, or how many now? 114. She doesn't count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Alrighty. Let's see the chat. She's not saying anything of any relevance at all. I'm going to have to shut her conditioner off because I can't hear shit. I can't hear her.
I really can't tell you. I'm back here with you.
Let me ask you a question. Why is it when she plays these things, it's loud and clear, but when she talks, you can't hear a word she's saying? That's why when AB said Jody's doing that on purpose with her voice not being able to hear her, I believe him. He's right. She is doing it on purpose. She puts it so that I don't know where the mic is on this computer, but say I was on my phone, right? Say I was on my phone. It's like almost as if I lay my phone down on my table runner and I talk with the mic on the table runner. You understand what I mean? Or laying in a bed, you put your phone down on your blanket and you're talking to someone like, hey, really muffled, I can't hear you. She has her phone sit on something, whether it's like a placemat or something. She does this on purpose because so many people have told her, Jody, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Can you turn up your volume? Yada, yada, yada. No, she won't. She does this on purpose. She wants people to have to strain to hear her. Yes. And when AB said she did it on purpose, I'm like, I don't know. But I absolutely believe he is right. In her video where she accidentally showed inside her camper, you can see a hand mirror popped up. Huh? At the bottom left of her laptop. So she can practice faces when sad fishing and being the victim. She has a mirror. Well, I had a mirror. I don't have it right now, but I had a mirror next to my computer a couple times. I mean, it is good to see what you look like when you're on camera. At least she went the extra mile to give a shit what you look like. We got to give her a little bit of credit where credit's due, right? We can't just pick her to pieces. It doesn't help that she slurs and her voice is annoying as fuck. Yeah, but she does that on purpose too. Her voice is completely fine the other day. I was like, damn, I had to shut it off because she was so obnoxious. Yes, escape journey. She might as well be in her sleep. Well, this is the thing. I feel like when you listen to Jody, it's almost like you're in a dream because it's like that faint. You know, in a dream where the voices that you hear in your dreams, like people that might be in your dreams talking, like they seem so far away. That's what Jody sounds like. Like she's so far away. Does she know what curtains are? No, she doesn't. There's no excuse. Curtains are not expensive. Like, listen. I've been down in the doldrums, okay? And there were times I think I had to skimp a little bit on household things, right? If you need curtains, you can get them at Family Dollar for like $1 or Dollar Tree or Dollar General, whatever. You don't need to. If you want to get the part where she's bitching and claiming fake sister, you'll need to go way back. I'm at the beginning. Lotta, can you see where I'm at? I'm 2 hours and 49 minutes behind. So let me see. I'll be able to tell where she's bitching. Salty just gifted 10 memberships. I don't think anyone's ever done that in my chat before. You're so sweet. Thank you. Days276, welcome to memberships, hon. After I'll put a link for Discord on my community post for members so you can come in. But Salty C just gifted 10 memberships to people. So Salty, that was so sweet. And I've never seen that in my chat before. So you're the first person to ever use that in my chat. Okay. Tiffany.
Targeting a minor child last night. Bullying them using
Hold on. Sure. I am going to shut up though because I want to hear her. How messed up is that I have to shut off my air conditioner to hear her? There's no sound in my house right now.
Last night they were targeting a minor child who's amongst. Anyway, page refreshed on its own. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, they're just those three over there and how particularly fucking obsessed they are and have been with IS for a very long time. Just insane. But you know, like I said, my name pays their bills. Not that the fuck would work out.
Why I care about curtains, Gina? Because it's an eyesore. It's annoying. It's a pet peeve, and it bothers some people because some of us have OCD. That's why. And they're not curtains. It's like a sheet or fabric or something. Some of us do actually care that we have to stare at that freaking Harry Potter thing the whole time. And now honey pots. Because, you know, she's just a whole little jar of honey. Right? I do care. I'd like her to buy a set of curtains, but it's not my house, so it doesn't matter. Oh, honey, I just got your email, hon. I can send you a link. Give me just 1 second. Is there anybody else that would like a link? I will send links. Just email me. Let me know. Yeah, Mermaid Squad. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. People want to know, like, why do you care about curtains? That's so petty. Well, I'm petty then. I'm on the petty train today. Probably be on the petty train forever with Jody. Sorry.
Considering last night they're targeting a minor child.
Here we go. Targeting a minor child. Nobody targeted a minor child.
Hey guys, I'm back just for a second. I'm going to step away again just for a second. My daughter-in-law asked me if I'd watch the baby while they go out and do some Uber Eats or something. I don't know. But my husband's going to watch the baby in the other room so that I can stay live. He's going to take the baby into the living room. So we're still good, but I'm going to be stepping away, and hubby might need me every now and again. If he yells for me, I got to walk away. But I'm here. We're still listening. Okay. Thank you guys all for being here. I haven't read the chat real good. It is like the Wizard of Oz, isn't it, Lady R? Scorned. I was thinking that today, little Dev. Like, listen, I believe she doesn't want Jody back. I mean, she doesn't want Andy back. I believe he got quiet. He went in the other room. He must not need my help right now. Okay, but anyways, yeah. Earl, Lady R said, thank you, hubby. You're welcome. But, she says she doesn't want him back, and I believe that. However, it's my opinion, she has an obsession of keeping things going. She doesn't know how to let things go. And she continuously talks and talks and talks. If she doesn't suspect Andy, why does she do that? Like, I understand talking about your DV, okay? And we're going to get into that in part 2 of that video I just made earlier that we watched. But what I don't understand is why she keeps saying things like, well, he was up on the hill and he did this and he did that. It's like she intertwines Andy into it, and she fuels the fire for people like Ziggy and even people like me to have suspicions of Andy. Now, do I think Andy did anything personally? No. But I'm human and I have thoughts. And when Jodisue says some certain things, it takes my mind to that place where I think it could be possible. And I'm not going to lie. I find Andy, his friendship with Gavel and Krama and Chasing and a certain group of people who have tormented Jodisue and been involved in things like fake feds and fake handwriters. I actually just streamed whatever, I recorded my interview with Andy, as you've seen. You know, there's just a lot there and a lot to unpack. Listen, nothing I say is fact. I say that all the time. I'm not a police officer. I'm human. I can give you my opinions. Some things, in my opinion, seem funny. And that's why at the beginning of my live, one of the first things I asked, and Andy was in here, I don't know if he's still watching, was, Andy, do you have a book deal, a movie deal? What's your deal with Skilo? Because Skilo does work for a network. I remember that being a big thing at the beginning of this case. However, I didn't save any of them videos because I didn't think I had any reason to worry about Skilo until she went on Squall's panel to talk a whole lot of shit on me. For no reason, a woman I've never spoken to. However, she's all these people's friends who are doing these fake secret recordings, which Benny and Jody talk about. So I have to wonder. It's things like that that make you speculate. The NDA people were signing. Was Benny and Jody, while they were talking, were they correct? Like, are y'all out for a movie deal, a book deal? What's going on here? And Benny, what do you mean you were reached out to by some world renowned author? Oh, yeah, I didn't play that part yet. Part 2. We're getting there. However, let's get back to Tiffany. All right.
No one. No one. She is so full. You guys, put your earbuds in because you can't hear her for shit today. She's here to make everybody miserable. We have to make this bearable. We will. Hold on, I gotta sing Tina's song to her. Tina, Tina, Bobina, Banana, Nina, Fofina. Thank you, Tina Bobina. I always sing that to her when I see her. Aw, thank you so much. I love your name. I don't know why, I just do. It's so funny. Ever since I ever saw it, I would like put that little song in the chat with a little music emoji. And I'll like sing it to her. All right, hold on a minute. And the title of this is Depraved Pigeons. Pigeons. Aw, hold on a minute. Where is that? Oh my God, I was so far behind. I hate StreamYard. Let's see, hold on a second. Where is AB? Does it show up on my thing? It doesn't. Memberships don't show up on, the membership milestones, they don't show up on StreamYard. So I can't highlight them. Thank you, AB, for being a member for 10 whole months. That's long enough to put a bun in the oven. I said that to Donnie earlier. That's a long time. Thank you for supporting me always, AB. Appreciate you so much. We all do.
Yeah. And my family members and chats again. Again, they think they're cute. On Main Street, considering last night they were targeting a minor child who's amongst several protected demographics, what according to.
Baby's still snapping. But what I forgot to mention when I was just saying that was, I believe, what network was Ryan on? Does anyone know? Was it one of the ID channels? The History Channel? I think it was one of the History channels, but aren't those on the same network? Like the same owners? Like, you know how CNN and all that, like for here, KDKA, Channel 2, CBS, they own Disney, right? Like, I think it's the same sort of thing. Just a thought. Okay. Back to the video. Baby's finally calmed down.
I'd say striking the shit out of that video and all of them involved. Maggot.
Jody, you cannot strike the video because no one did anything. Nobody said even a single word that was threatening. It wasn't derogatory. What are you going to strike? We live in America. We have freedom of speech. You're going to have to deal with it. You're a public figure on YouTube. Do you know how many people talk about me? I don't even know what half these people say. More than half what these people say. I pay attention to the people that are good to me, and every once in a while I'll listen to assholes, but not for long. So, Jody, you're going to have to get used to this. You're going to have to make friends with your trolls. You're going to have to make friends with your enemies at times, and it's just going to be the way it's going to be. You can't just sit on YouTube, pity me, pity me, pity me. You know what? I've got a person who only uploads about me. Old stuff from years ago that is so over and done with. But I don't want to rehash that shit. I want to move on. I don't want to have old drama, hanging over your head, people bringing up old stuff. But you know what? That person uploads pretty much every single day. And you know what, Joe? You share it out. You share those things out. So get used to it and drink your own medicine. How about that? I hope you have all the clip channels about you. Deal with it, just like all the other creators have to deal with it. Deal with it. She's freaking out about a clone account. Do you know how many people have cloned my name? Like 15. Hey, are you in so-and-so's chat? Nope. Hey, are you in so-and-so's chat? Nope. Well, this person, I don't know what to tell you. Click on it, find out if it's me. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Jody, worry about Summer. There's so many more important things to worry about than, I'm striking the fuck out of that video last night. For what? For what? Andy should go strike all your videos because you've done nothing but smear that man for a whole year. How about he go strikes you over all the videos you've put out about him? It's okay for her to do it, but no one else can talk about Jody. She can talk about anybody she wants to. She can lie on them. She can say whatever she wants. No one else can talk. No one can say a word about her. She's the victim of all victims. She wants to be in the Guinness Book of World Record for the world's greatest victim. Meanwhile, the real victim, Summer Moon Utah Wells, is the one who is hiding in the shadows now because Jody is taking up the spotlight just like she wants to. She's stealing Summer's spotlight. She is taking all the attention away from Summer. She doesn't feel bad about it. All to talk about her domestic violence issues, spreading her dirty laundry all over the place. You might as well throw your crotch trot underwear all over the front yard because that's what you do on YouTube, including information about your ex's private parts that had, you needed a doctor for it. She didn't know shit about that either. Just throw all your dirty laundry, shit in your underwear, Jody, and throw it out there. Hang it on a flagpole because that's what you do here. It's no different than what you're doing here. I'm just saying.
It somewhere. And also, I'm just at a full fed-up place. Also, when it relates to terms of service, fucking people over their disabilities too, like continuing in basically every video featured on your channel to make fun of someone with disabilities. Yeah, like really every goddamn video. So, I don't know, but I'll tell you that targeting a minor child last night, bullying them using a nickname for them that is very much bullying, the whole nine outright. Yeah. And part of several protected groups otherwise. No, man, because that's against DOS. So I'm going to pass. I'll do it my damn self. Thanks. And then I really, really, really am thinking about suing those first two. I mean, we all knew at the end that's exactly what was going to happen as we let them run out, of course. But I very much am thinking about going ahead and kicking that the fuck in. And putting other measures in place. Because see, where they're not going to push me is exactly where Monster taught them recently is fine. And that's my children, and it ain't fine. It's far from fine. Nobody else in this lifetime will push where it concerns my fucking children. Nobody. already terrorized, fucked with, etc. My son, my last fucking straw is my minor daughter. The fuck you will. The fuck you will. And why did I make it do that? Oh yeah, that's right, Monster, who openly made hints weeks ago that's what he was going to do. They knew he gaslight me, and that's exactly what he started doing the other day when he came out the box. And now that's what the fuck they're on. I'm watching as I told thousands last night. I don't care about my children. Because they weren't on the order, blah, 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 or the newest, or blah, blah, blah. I mean, can that mean thousands of people be that fucking ignorant? Can they? That fucking oblivious? Can they guzzle down that much fucking Kool-Aid? These dumb bitches up there on this fucking panel telling them I know how orders work, and blah, 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 and they've had them. No? Alright. You had them? Yeah. Then you would know. Then when you go get one. The children, if they're above or around certain ages, they testify, they swear in, they do their thing, they sign. Their names are very much listed on the first ones. As a judge grants them, temporaries, permanents, etc. And the last ones they do not feature. Minor children's names. Okay? You want to know why? And let's not show you a fucking order. You want to know why they don't have their names up there? But they do in between papers say that all children belonging to the adult in order or do not be contacted, they'll be left fuck alone. And that's check mark like I showed you last night. You know why? Common Sense 101 says not all orders of protection are against partners you've lived with. They are not against people that, would know your children's names. Like if you have a stalker, for instance, or crazy people online, for instance, who have committed enough crimes against you and your children, for instance, but wouldn't know your children's real names, even though these clearly do. All right? So you have an RSO or something that says, SAD or something in a bar or anything like that. But they would have no way of knowing your children's names, but you need an order of protection against. Well, they don't need the names of your children when they're served in final papers served. Now, do they? No. So it's to protect the children. But these solvers of cases, these crummer, see you next Tuesdays, whew, they know the law now. They've had orders themselves. They know everything now. But they don't know how to order protection works. They stand there and fucking lie to people. Tell them I don't give a fuck about my children because they're not on order. Stand there and say shit like, well, if it was me, I do this, I do that. Yeah, well, bitch, it ain't you. It ain't you. And I guarantee you, one of those three last could step in my shoes and survive it. They couldn't even survive bitches like them for 5 seconds, let alone everything else. Stand there and talk shit about other people's parenting, try to impugn their this, that, slander, harass, talk shit about their character, their mother, this, well.
All right, so what I'm going to do here, I need to bring this up because I get magical mushrooms. I need to bring this up because she's talking about it right now. So the order of protection, which is very interesting. Just a moment. Hold on a minute. I have Penny here. Hold on one second. Add her. And hey, how are you?
I'm good. Barbecuing, enjoying the day, roasting Jodisue and some chicken and some ribs.
Are you having a pig roast?
I am. It's awesome.
Hold on one second, Penny. Thank you so much, Lindy. Great live stream last night. You are beautiful to Penny. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lindy. I appreciate you saying that to me. So I'm glad that you're here, Penny, because you have knowledge about this protective order as well. But what I wanted to do was I was going through what she showed last night because when we were on live stream, she shared this. And what I want to do is I want to explain to everybody what Jody's using to claim that her children were a part of the restraining order. But I can assure you, they're not a part of the restraining order. They're only listed as a separate party that is not allowed to be contacted to make contact with her. They're not on the order. They are the check mark on the box is simply to say there's no contact allowed through the children. That's all. That's all. So Jody, I am familiar with protective orders. I am familiar with restraining orders. I am familiar with domestic violence and abuse. I'm a survivor myself. So you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes, and you're certainly not going to pull the wool over anybody else's eyes. Who knows? So I'm going to show everybody.
It's basically saying, he can't send a message through the kids to her.
Yes. That's all it is. And she's trying to pass it off as though those kids are on that restraining order. She is full of crap. She is lying to everybody, and I'm sick and tired of it. So I'm going to show you right now. This is what she showed, and she put it on sideways. So she put it on so that people would have to flip it over to actually look at it. How convenient. Well, I flipped it over the proper way so you can actually read it, and I'm going to show it to everybody. So the lurkers who are over here for Jody, why don't you run it back and let her know that I'm going to clear it up for everybody. This has nothing to do with her children, the restraining order, except the fact they can't be used as an inlet to her.
Adrian says she has copies of the new protective order.
Oh, really?
So I need to go look through my videos. It was asked that we don't share them. She will copyright strike, but the handwriter lady, I got to go back and see if I remember if she showed the DV papers, because if she did, something I was going through, my interview with Andy, which is going to be in part 2 of this, where Andy says he sent them to this one and to that one, and he accidentally said Shay's name. Also the recording with chicken on a stick and all of those other things. However, what Tiffany shows is Jodisue showing the DV papers. She did that a few times, which means that she put them out prior to Andy putting them out. Just saying. Now, when I put however a little bit ago, Lady R, please remember I was on the phone with Jody while the court-appointed lady called, and trust me, it was a court-appointed lady. All you can do is trust me, okay? The way this lady spoke, the things she said, it was an advocate for her daughter through the courts, court-appointed, okay? And Andy admitted to what this court-appointed lady said on my panel, which was Andy was screaming and acting a fool in the courtroom. However, he was right after that when he said to me, and we're going to go through all of this. That's going to be part 2 to the earlier video. That's why I said the 10 minutes I have left is going to expand. So he did say to me, what does that have to do with Summer going missing? So then I say to him, well, you know, doesn't it bother you that Gavel and all of them have played this and done this and sent this paper and that paper and this recording? And he really seemed unbothered by it. And that is one of there's 2 things that bothered me most about when Andy came up on my panel. But to me, that's one of them. And, yeah. So we'll get there. That'll be in my part 2. Like I said, you guys got to give me some time. I'll let you know when I'm working on it. It's been busy with my grandbaby going back to school and the things going on in my own life at the moment. So I'm still trying to work. Yeah, no one deserves to be hit. Domestic violence is never, ever, ever, ever okay. And that's the second thing that bothered me that we're going to get into. I can go back and do that now. Okay. Let me get back to this. It's so quiet. I don't know if the hubby's putting the boys to sleep or what. I hear cartoons and that's it.
Cool.
Yeah, that she tried to get and was denied for temporary, but she still gets to go to court to try for the long-term order.
She's not going to get it. It's not
She shouldn't. She shouldn't. If anybody should have an order of protection, it should be him.
I agree.
Or at least a cease and desist or something. My God.
Shut up and let it go away. She could just stop talking about it, stop bringing attention to it, log off for a couple weeks. Is school starting up soon, or did it already start there? I don't know. Go do something with your kids for a week. Take a little vacation. And even if it's pretend you're on vacation, go to a couple places, go to a museum, go to a park, go to a lake, a pond, take a ride to the coast. I don't know. Take a break. You will forget all about Andy and the YouTube drama because people don't realize, and Jody certainly doesn't realize, this is just an app on your phone. You can shut it off anytime you want. Yep. You can take it off anytime you want.
Yep.
So
when you turn your phone off or you close out that app, it's like everything goes away. It's like you don't even think about it because real life,
it's gone. Yeah, exactly. So she chooses this. She likes this. I believe she thrives on dysfunction and she doesn't know what to do without it. And Andy has not made this a dysfunctional situation for her at all, but she's making it dysfunctional because she does not know what to do with a normal situation. He sat there last night and the only thing he said when he was asked, do you have anything you want to say to your daughter? And he teared up when he said it. And I saw it myself with my own eyes. And he apologized for leaving her behind because he had to leave. He had to get out. And he said he loved her. So you know what? If that is what you call someone who is a threat to your child, I'm mind blown at this craziness. But here, let me show you guys. I'm going to take this down really quick. I'm going to show you. So we're going to go, she didn't show it so that it was all one picture. I have to use two pictures. So what I'm going to do is share the first one. There's a second.
Is it the one you're about to show that has the blue ink on it?
No, but I have that one. So here you're going to see other orders to the, well, hold on. Actually, let me take this down first to show this first, because we need to go in order here. The page is right here. Okay. So here we have order of protection in the circuit court. Petitioner, Jody. Petitioner's children under 18. Name, age, relationship to. As you can see, there are no names here. No names. That means the children are not on this protective order at all. Can you see that, you guys? Now,
Bub didn't want. He didn't want one. Their son did not want to have one on his father. He did not.
Oh, okay. Well, he was not old enough, right?
I think he probably might have been of age to go get his own.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He's too old to be on it. So there would only be one child that would have been on it. Okay. She's on the new one. Okay. Yeah. On the new one that wasn't accepted.
Damn it, I was muted. Do you know I just said a mouthful again? The last time you guys heard me speak before I played the video, I told you how Andy asked me, what does this have to do with summer, right? Andy's right. What does it have to do with summer? However, Andy, I would have to ask, if that's the case, why would you help to get papers like this looked into by a handwriting specialist that works for the Cold Case Foundation? Why would you be spreading these papers to people on YouTube? Why would they go to Gavel and Crama and Shay? Tiffany's not showing pictures of the actual orders. I believe the one that Moselle had was the actual order. It was a flatter picture. I'm pretty sure she showed it. She had one for Candace too, and nobody paid attention to that. She did a video on Candace prior to doing one on Jody, and both were from DV Papers. But here it is. I've attacked Jody worse than any other YouTuber, right? According to Jody. Jody, you know that's not true. So why do you continuously attack me? That's what I want to know. In this live, it gets worse. Yeah. She has attacked more than any other YouTuber. She comes out here with nicknames. She has attacked before she was attacked. People were like interviewing her, and she was going over to Facebook going, I'm here to stop the tragedy pimps, and then coming over here and befriending them. She would go to her YouTube and talk shit on Tiffany Marie, and then come over here and get on Tiffany's panel like, oh, Tiff, you know. It never made sense to me. Why do you guys do that? The locals. What does it have to do with Summer? Why do you bring that to YouTube? I bring it to YouTube because you bring it to YouTube. I wouldn't see it or be able to commentate on it or show it if you didn't show it first. I don't live in Hawkins County, Rogersville, Tennessee. I don't live in East Tennessee. I live 6 hours away, 6 hours, 45 minutes, I believe, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Allegheny County, Carrick to be exact, which is a part of my city. So we wouldn't know this stuff without you guys putting it out there. So that's what it has to do with Summer. You're the neighbors. You should use your voices responsibly, right? So don't come at no damn YouTube creator because of the shit you put out there for us to see. I mean, it doesn't magically appear out of thin air from Ziggy's Psychics, right? All right, let's go back to the video.
This is the one she's talking about. This is the one that is in question at the moment. She's trying to say that her kids are on this restraining order because of this. Now look, and I'm going to show you exactly why she's lying, because I do know how to read a protective order, contrary to what Jody might be telling people, you know. So, okay. The court orders respondent to obey all orders on this form, not abuse or threaten to abuse petitioner or petitioner's minor children, not stalk or threaten to stalk petitioner or petitioner's minor children. Other orders to the respondent, no contact. You must not come about the petitioner, including coming by or, hold on, I'm going to have to switch back and forth between screenshot. Let me get this down. I didn't know Nicole's comment was in the way. I'm sorry about that. Hold on. Let me pull up the next part because I'm going to have to go back and forth for you guys to read it. Right? Okay. Including, where is it? Orders to respondent. No, this isn't the one I need. Shit. Hold on. I have it. Okay. Okay, here it is. Coming by. All right. Sorry about that. Let me take this one down. This is the wrong one. Scratch this for just now, for this moment. So this is a normal thing. If anybody's ever had a restraining order or protective order, know that this literature here is very normal, very much so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you what I just read, but I'm going to have this up at the same time so you can actually see. All right. So you see this okay? Yes. All right. So you must not come about the petitioner, including coming by or to a shared residence for any purpose, and must not contact checkmark petitioner and checkmark petitioner's children. This is only so that there's no contact made through the kids. So do you understand what I mean? Like, it's not a protective order for the kids. It's actually just stating there can't be any contact made through the children. That's it. That's it. They're not on the protective order.
Damn it, I had to run back. I got to run back in there with my husband. But Tiffany, you were just proven wrong. Their names ain't on it, but it says, or the petitioner's children. You may not contact through the petitioner or the petitioner's children. That means that they were on there and you were proven wrong, and that's why you cut it off right at that very moment that you did. But since you know how to read a DV report and you're the know-it-all, be-it-all of all, you win, bitch, right? You're always winning, dumbass, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's it.
But at the same time, didn't she have Boog call their dad?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she did.
I mean, how is that okay?
And I was a witness to that. I just have no proof. That's all. Which is fine. I don't want to be involved in that shit anyway. But and I found it really odd that she wanted me to back her up, because I'm like, dude, you want to like get arrested or something? You broke your own protective order. So I'm thinking, why would she want me to vouch that this happened? Like, why would she want me to say?
Because she's under the impression it doesn't work both ways. She's saying that she doesn't that doesn't apply to her. And I don't know anything about any restraining orders or anything like that. I've never had to have one, but it would make sense that if he can't contact her, she can't contact him. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, Chris Thorns. Guys, if you're not subbed to Chris Thorns, please do. He is a great channel creator, and he's always covering missing kids, missing people. Please sub up to him. If one of my mods could share Chris Thorns' link, I always try to share it because he states just the facts, no drama. And he's right
also covering Tatiana.
I know he is. Yeah, I saw that. So he is covering Tatiana as well. Thank you, Chris Thorns, for caring about her. Thank you for all you do for the missing. You're very much appreciated. Chas and Junior, yes, I've seen the content creators who spoke about the barrels. That was Cam and Allie. Actually, I believe it was on my panel that Cam had told me about the barrels that he found in that shed next to the driveway.
Hold on, is Lily in the chat? Because I was looking for Alicia earlier, and I told her I needed her to contact me ASAP. It wasn't nothing serious, guys. I was trying to look for a recipe for some elote, and I knew Alicia had it. So, street corn. I tried to contact Andy or ask Adrian to ask Andy what his street corn recipe is, and she didn't get back to me while I was at the store. So I just
Slithering sniffles. Wipe that nose, girl. My favorite is when you're sitting there and you pretend you're looking at a text. I think that's what had happened. And you put your hands down and then you lift your hand up and you do the whole nose wipe like you just did. And then we hear the sniffles. And then you got to go off camera after Penny gets off. Man, it's great. I know what you're doing. But hey, it's just my opinion, right? They're very honest over here. I'll make sure I put my thumbnail on this.
Like,
oh my God. Like Mexican corn.
Oh, is it already cooked?
No, you got to like put all the good stuff on it and then like put it on the grill and stuff. Really? And I was trying to get the recipe while I was at, because his looks so good and I've been wanting it ever since. But she didn't give me the recipe while I was still at the store. So I was trying to hit up Alicia while I was still at the store. And now Lily's texting me and she's like, you got people worried. It wasn't an emergency. I was trying to get the recipe while I was still at the store.
I just actually, the other night I made ribs, corn, and what else did I make with it? Was it a salad? I made coleslaw. Coleslaw, ribs, corn. It was really good, actually. I make killer coleslaw, by the way. And
So what was the big shock factor for you last night? Because I've been thinking about it. And to me, there was two things. Whenever Amy said, yes, she did threaten to tie her mother to the bed and set it on fire.
Yeah.
Didn't do it, but she did threaten. And the other one was, today, did you know that Jodi is claiming that wasn't really her sister up there?
I heard that. Yeah, but I've seen pictures of her sister on Facebook.
But that just shows you how crazy she is.
She's denying it, Penny, because she's backed into a corner. And the only way for Jodi to get out of that one is to claim that person is not her sister. But it is her sister because, I mean, her face matches the photo of her on Facebook.
No, I mean, they even have similarities between the two of them. But it's just, that's what she thinks that she can get away with, is that she's like, who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? Like telling her subs, like, no, that was not her. Like, what? Like she thinks that they would just believe her. Like, that's a problem. And it shows that that's the problem with the people who support her, is that they're just so willing to believe anything. It's just dangerous.
Guys, I just got an email asking for a Discord link. I post the Discord link on the end of my streams. I'll put it on my community post. So you just got to wait till my stream is over and I'll post the Discord link on community. Okay. But right now I'm just keeping my email open for people that want to come on panel. So funny. I don't know where AB is, but he emailed me for a link. I'm like, you don't have to email me, DM me. He's like, I'd like a link, please. I'm like, why are you emailing me? You don't need to do that. You emailed me too. That's funny.
I did, Lily, because I needed her to tell me the recipe while I was still in the store. That's why. It wasn't an emergency.
This person say, Lily or Michelle, damn it, Fizzle, laughed my ass off. You said you needed Manita ASAP. Don't out me. I wasn't here in chat. I love you, woman. Thank you, Tiffany, for the great life. You're welcome, Lily Rochelle. I want to really get into what Jodi is doing for damage control today. I really do. But I also want to play stuff from last night as well, because she was literally out of her mind.
Yeah, when I got down, I was hoping that I would be able to flip from her to you guys, and she'd already been off for an hour, and I was like, damn it. But I was still very happy that everybody was up there and got my snacks, and I was just enjoying it.
I'm going to put Gavel's link to her stream last night in my description, because I know people are asking for it and it'll save a lot of time. So Gavel Geeks is the channel that this took place on last night. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. Oh, you know what? I might have to do it online on my computer.
That's what I'm saying, Adrian. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could tell people about somebody all day long, but kind of like myself, like I need to find out. People are going to have to find out for them. So you're blue in the face. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to take your word for it. You have to experience. You have to learn the way, I guess, for it to really sink in. Or else, people will doubt you. You're just hating or something. No.
Okay. So stream from last night is right here. I'm going to put Loaf's sister and Andy with full panel. Okay, so we'll do that. All right. Maybe I will pin that. Okay. I pinned it because I can't put it in my description unless I do it on the computer. I don't feel like fucking around with it because my camera slows everything down and it's just a pain. So I'll go to Gavel's. I picked a great night to go to bed early. Thank you, Tiffany. You're welcome, Alanis. Do I say your name right, by the way, Alanis? I'm so disgusted. Okay, so Salty C says, where did it go? I'm so disgusted she lied about her brother. I just can't see past that right now. It's shocking. Who the fuck does that? I don't know. Terrible. Lotta says, to me, the most shocking thing was the lie about her not being able to be by her brother's side before he passed. Despicable. No shame in her game. Let's see, who else?
So it wasn't ever that she didn't get to go to the funeral, because I think there's a picture of her at the funeral. It was that YouTubers hacked her phone and she didn't get the notification that her brother was in the hospital. So she didn't get to say goodbye or be there.
Again, wrong. That's never what Jodi said. Never. Jodi said she was at the hospital with her family. She went outside to grab a cigarette. Somebody did something. I forget what the something was. I don't think it was exactly hacked. I have it. I will dig. I have 509 videos in that folder. Gotta give me time. But she went outside to have a cigarette, and she missed the notification that her brother was getting ready to take the last breaths. That's what she said. She never stated she was not at the hospital. or that she was not at the funeral, which is why I never commentated on it. But you go, girls. Twisting them words. They work wonderfully. Especially when you work together, right?
There in his final moments. But Amy says that is not true. She was there the whole time.
No one hacked Jodi, all right? I'm going to tell
Nobody.
you something. And all the time I've ever been on YouTube, do you know how many people have said that they've been hacked? Their bank account's been hacked, their YouTube's been hacked, their Facebook's been hacked. And maybe
No,
so.
it's a common go-to so people can get money. My bank account was hacked. Send me money.
But it doesn't mean that it was actually hacked. And I don't really believe in hacking unless it's, legit hacking. YouTube had YouTube has like a military grade security. You cannot get IP addresses off streams. You're not going to be able to. All right. So Jodi is full of it. She is lying and lying and lying and lying. And it's just old at this point. When people say they were hacked, I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
And it's like, if you were going to hack somebody and get their IP address, right? Like, you got to know what to do with it from there. Like, you don't just get somebody's IP address and then have total access to all their stuff. That's not realistic. That's not realistic at all. That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
Eden Knight says, yes, CT Ada says, everyone should go watch Gavel Geek stream from last night. It was legendary. Gavel did a great, great stream last night. It really was. I'm so glad we did that. So Eden Knight says, she can lie so easily about her own deceased brother. It should be taken that everything she has said for the past 14 months is also lies. Agree. And you know what, Eden? I feel that way just alone based off the fact of what the things that she has said about me, circumstances that have gone on, that she's completely twisted. Never mind the death, right? So absolutely. How do we take anything seriously? How do we actually believe a word she says when she lies, even just about the smallest things? We can't. We just can't.
She's pathological. Like she's absolutely, she can't help herself. Even if she wanted to, what is that disorder called? It's like the oppositional defiant disorder. Like, she cannot help herself. She has to lie. She has to. It's nuts.
Well,
it's really,
she might not know how to function without lying.
I've never seen anything like it, ever. I've never seen anything like any of these people that were, I've never seen anybody like Dawn. I've never seen anybody like Candace or Allie. Like these, I mean, I don't want to sound like, rude or anything, but like, it's like a zoo. It's like I'm watching through, an observatory, and it's like, holy shit, like, what is going on with these people? Everybody has this high level of dysfunction. It's crazy.
She can't be without it. You have to understand there's some types of people that cannot be without dysfunction. They don't know what to do without it. And sometimes it's not even their fault. It's just their life circumstance. So if you go through life having all kinds of dysfunction and chaos, I had a friend, okay, long ago. We don't talk anymore. But I swear, I kid you not, I'd be on the phone with her. We'd be talking for several hours. I'd hang up to wash dishes. And by the time I was done washing dishes, she was calling, telling me all kinds of crazy shit that had popped off. Like 17 things happened within the 35 minutes I was doing dishes. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I was friends with her, I'm like, she can't be without it, and I felt bad because she's a good person, but she just can't be without dysfunction in life, in her relationships. It was like, and I mean, the craziest shit would pop off. And I only washed a couple dishes. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, how did this happen in the time that I washed a sink full of dishes? Like, how did all this happen?
And then there's,
that is a sign of anxiety, panic attacks, some sort of mental dysfunction. And as we see, you walked away from your friend because you're going to go on to tell us that, when what you should have been doing is being a friend and not coming here on YouTube and talking shit on them. And in my opinion, this shows your character. Ain't no one jealous of you. You're ugly on the inside, Tiffany.
there's those people who lie and say that they have things that they don't have just so they can look better. It's like the opposite end of the spectrum with her. She lies, so all of this stuff makes her a bigger victim. Like, she's a professional victim. She's capitalizing on being the neighbor and being a suspect in a missing child's case. It's so strange. It's so strange. I doubt every single thing I've ever heard her say.
Me too.
Like everything. I cannot put any nothing. I can't put any weight to any of it because I mean, she just so blatantly lies. And a lot of people, maybe it's hard for them to see where the lies are. But I think whenever you interact with her on a private or personal level, and you're the other party involved in the behind the scenes conversation, it's so easy to identify where the lies are because they're about you. And you know that shit didn't happen like that. And she's something else. Can you imagine mothering her as a child? Like the bullshit she probably came up with as a kid. And it was probably just brushed off as, oh, she's just a kid. You know, she likes to tell her stories, her little tall tales or whatever. And then it just developed into this psychopath. It's nuts.
Hold on a minute, Penny. Melly, see, you want to take a link? Why don't you email and come up here and talk shit to me? Why don't you come up here, Melly? You want to come over from the DC and sit down and fucking judge me? Come up here and talk shit to my face. Come on, bitch. Get right up to. Tell me again how she's a good person. Ha, you know what? I wanted to believe she was, but turns out she wasn't. Would you prefer I'm still supporting her, Melly C? You want to get the fuck out of my chat? Bounce, bitch. She can be blocked. Thanks. You won't be back. Go sit in Jody's chat, you fuck.
You know, a good person wouldn't live across the street from children being drugged and abused, and you know, they wouldn't stay across the street and be quiet ever. Not a day in their life, would they? Not. She's not a good person. She's not a good person. Period. She's not.
Hey, Prachi. Susan Georgia Peach is here. Everybody show her some love. I told her to stop by. I was hoping she would. I'm so good to see you. Speaking of that, Penny, do you have that video available? I know I have somewhere. Do you have a video on hand? The one of her videotaping out the window, listening.
How about that? I was gloating a little bit earlier because of Gavel not having as much content as I have before January. However, I have never seen this video they're about to show. But watch how quickly Tiffany gets it. And she thanks the person. Oh, they're always there. But this video, I was watching Jodisue earlier. I told you guys she had the members only live. And she was talking about the proof has always been there. Well, I watched her live after I seen this, of course, because I posted this yesterday stating I'd be going over this. But Jody shows us a video where she's in her cabin. And you can hear Summer screaming from the other hill. They're about to show that. Now, before that, no, I could be wrong. Tiffany says, Jody says, it's dirt bikes also in the background. But if you ask me, it sounds like some kind of weird-ass animal. It doesn't sound like dirt bikes. The motor doesn't run long enough to be a dirt bike. So I would like an opinion on that from you guys. But listen to this video that they're about to show.
To the kids, and she was trying to give an example of what the noise sounded like coming from 125. So do you have that? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Had the tree. She was like in front of a screen and she was holding her phone up and you could hear the boys playing the riding their dirt bikes. And then you could also, I believe it was Summer, you could hear her laughing and playing. Do you have that? Maybe
I don't even recall that.
Okay.
You know, I never even watched the videos. Like, not once have I ever watched the videos where she's talking about like smothering a baby and any of it. I've never heard it ever. I refuse to watch it. Anything that came from her Facebook, unless it was me stopping by Squall's chat for a little bit, I haven't seen. I didn't go looking for it. I just didn't want to watch it. And most of that is because by the time, hold on, hush. Most of that is because by the time like I was, you know, to the point where we were not talking, it was so annoying and I couldn't force myself to sit there and listen to her.
Nicole,
so I just,
Nicole just sent me the video. Listen, Nicole needs to be on payroll. Wish I could pay her because she's like, this one? Yeah, that one. 10 seconds later.
You gotta love those the ones that are like always have what you need, like right there on tap. As soon as you need it, it's right there. Like
You know what's funny though? It's because Penny, we've been sitting for so long going through all this stuff. A lot of the girls know exactly where it is. You know what I mean? Like, or they know they posted it in Discord at some point, so they can search like a certain word, or they just know exactly where it is. Between all of us, pretty much all you have to do is say, "Hey, do you remember that video? I don't know where it is," and then boom, it's like right in your inbox. So props to Nicole. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Let me grab this. I want to show this because this tells me, and I could be wrong. It's just an assumption. And an accusation. I will accuse her of hating these children because I believe she did. So I'm going to show you why. This was before Summer went missing. Why was she recording this? And I'm going to mute for it so you guys can hear. She was standing at the window, all right, just recording the sound of the kids playing, standing there like a creep. I can't remember a single time I've ever done that to any of my neighbors. I'm just saying.
No, that is a problem. That's abnormal. And she put this online? What?
You know, I've had neighbors in the past, not here because I don't have any little ones around me, I don't think. But in my second to last house, I did have neighbors who had 5 kids. And I didn't have a fence or anything, but I had a blow-up pool and all kinds of stuff, right, for my son when he was little. And the kids used to come into the yard and I'd be like inside cooking dinner and my son would be inside and I'd hear them go under the deck because they used to keep the pool under the deck, and they used to like put the hose above and let like the hose run. It was like a little setup, kind of ghetto, but whatever. And we made it work, and because we didn't have a pool where I was, but they would come over, and were the kids annoying? Yeah, it was annoying that the kids' parents never had their eyes on them. It was annoying that I was trying to cook dinner and they were getting in my son's pool, but it's also my responsibility to empty that pool the second my son gets out and goes inside, right? Because God forbid that they had a little one. I think it was like a 4-year-old or a 3 or 4-year-old, 6-year-old, a 9-year-old, 13-year-old. Like, so the older one wasn't there, but the little ones were, and they're all rushing over to my son's blow up pool. And I'm like, oh, fuck, like, I don't have time to watch them right now. Normally I'd go out and sit or whatever, I don't mind letting them play. But like when I'm inside cooking dinner, trying to get my kid a bath, he was little. I had shit to do. But to hate someone else's kids and to be so bothered by it, were there times where I was like, God damn, like, can these kids go home? You know what I mean? Like, where's their parents? Or why isn't their mom outside with them? Like, why do I have to be responsible for 5 children that are not mine? But I didn't hate them. I fed them. I gave them ice pops, juice boxes, sandwiches, chips, whatever. Like, that's what you do.
Yep. The kids around my neighborhood, they'll come. Like, so if my kids go out, I have a rule. If my kids bring their snack outside, because I already know what's going to come. If they go outside, and they bring their stuff out there with them, you have to share, because that's just messed up. Because some of these kids, they've told me, like, they'll come knock on my door for like, Capri Suns or chips or whatever. And I'm like, hold on, like, it's lunchtime. You're saying that you're super hungry and super, like, where's your parents? They're like, oh, we're not allowed to come back home until, a certain time. Like they get put outside and then they're like, it's like, what? It's nuts. So, I'm not going to have my kids out there just like snacking on chips and stuff in their face. So, if they bring their stuff outside.
I never sent my son out with any kind of snack without sending them for the other kids too. And I stopped having to buy all those snacks for all those 5 kids. It wasn't like 2 or 3, it was 5. So like I had to give 6 juice boxes out at a time. It's a lot. So I would go and get like the big.
And I'm a snitch too, man.
What is it?
Like I know that, like, so there was one time we were riding 4-wheelers and I saw the lady down the street, her son was like over near us, and the way that the area was set up, everything he said was echoing, and he was over there cussing up a storm and talking about all kinds of bad stuff. I called his mama right then and there and I was like, your son is over here talking about P word this and that, and she was like, where is he? And I was like, he's over here. And she was like, okay. She went over there. But man, these kids, you gotta watch out for them. There's been times when I caught him walking to the store and he's not supposed to be walking to the store, and I'm like, I tell him, hey, did you your kid's walking to the store? And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, he's like almost there.
Yeah, no, it's same thing. Like I'd see kids walking a football with all their gear in their hands and they're sweating. Middle of August, the kids walking a football by themselves, carrying their helmet, their shoulder pads, their gym bag. And I'm like, hey, and my son would be like, stop. Like you get embarrassed. Like stop pulling over, offering kids rides. But like, I don't know. Like, but that's the kind of mom that I am. Jody doesn't strike me as the type of mom that would say, oh, there's Joey walking the football by himself. Let me scoop him up so he doesn't have to sweat his ass off before he has to go run 17 laps around,
No, she's the kind of mom that would say she would, those kids will find themselves on the other side of a cliff if they go on her property. That's the kind of mom she is. That's the kind of neighbor she is. That's the kind of woman she is.
Well, this right here is the kind of neighbor she is. So let's listen to this. It's only 23 seconds long. What exactly was Jodisue doing here? I think she was recording the noise of the kids playing to bitch to someone else about it. Just my opinion, but Maybe Jody can answer that question, what exactly she was doing. You can hear the voice. So I'll loop it for a couple times. Put your volume up and your earbuds in or whatever so you can hear, because you can actually hear them laughing and playing. Jody was bothered by this. That's why she took this video. So somebody just wrote, you can tell it's fall or winter due to the trees. It could have been anywhere from fall to early, like right before spring. Do you know what I mean? I don't know when it was, but it's odd to me.
I have that turned up. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. I'll come live tomorrow evening and I'll show that to you turned up. It was near the end of it. You know what? Actually, hold on. Give me 1 second. Shit, do I have it? Hold on. Andy. No, that ain't it. Hold on. Jody. Shit, you know what? It wouldn't upload into Canva. I had to cut it. And there's no way it don't screen share from my Wondershare. So I'm not going to be able to... Wait, is this it? No. Shit. All right, I'll get it together so you guys can hear it. It's really hard to hear because I'm streaming it. I don't know why, but if you go to Tiffany's, I shared the link last night. This is 1 hour, 53 minutes, and 38 seconds. You can go turn it up yourself and hear it without me third-party streaming it, because that takes the quality away, and you'll be able to hear it. However, I do have it turned up. So I'll just cut that part so it's smaller, because it wouldn't fit into my Canva. Canva's an asshole when it comes to the megabytes or gigabytes or whatever it is you have to put in. And I didn't have time to cut it and upload it into my Canva to be able to show you guys. Hi, Glenview. How are you tonight? I hope you're good. But I'll turn it up. But in the meantime, you can go to Tiffany's and hear it, and it sounds better. Or better yet, maybe asshole Jodisue toxic over there. We'll repost it so that you guys will hear it, since she's even talking about it in her lives this morning without really talking about it being settled after I posted this link last night, right? So, yeah, the proof's been there the whole time. She's right about that. You absolutely can hear Summer. However, I'm going to go back so we can listen one more time, but I highly recommend going to Tiffany's live and listening to it until I can come back with it turned up and have you guys hear it that way. Okay, let me go back.
It's lunchtime. You're saying that you're super hungry and super like, where's your parents? They're like, oh, we're not allowed to come back home until, a certain time. Like they get put outside and then they're like, it's like, what? It's nuts. So, I mean, I'm not going to have my kids out there just like snacking on chips and stuff in their face. So, if they bring their stuff outside.
I never sent my son out with any kind of snack without sending them for the other kids too. And I stopped having to buy all those snacks for all those 5 kids. It wasn't like 2 or 3, it was 5. So like I had to give 6 juice boxes out at a time. It's a lot. So I would go and get like the big.
And I'm a snitch too, man.
What is it?
Like I know that like, so there was one time we were riding 4-wheelers and I saw the lady down the street, her son was like over near us, and the way that the area was set up, everything he said was echoing, and he was over there cussing up a storm and talking about all kinds of bad stuff. I called his mama right then and there and I was like, your son is over here talking about P word this and that, and she was like, where is he? And I was like, he's over here. And she was like, okay. She went over there. But man, these kids, you gotta watch out for them. There's been times when I caught him walking to the store and he's not supposed to be walking to the store. And I'm like, I tell him, hey, did you your kid's walking to the store? And she's like, no. I'm like, yeah, he's like almost there.
Yeah, no, it's same thing. Like I'd see kids walking to football with all their gear in their hands and they're sweating. Middle of August, the kids walking to football by themselves, carrying their helmet, their shoulder pads, their gym bag. And I'm like, hey, and my son would be like, stop. Like you get embarrassed. Like stop pulling over, offering kids rides. But like, I don't know. Like, but that's the kind of mom that I am. Jody doesn't strike me as the type of mom that would say, oh, there's Joey walking to football by himself. Let me scoop him up so he doesn't have to sweat his ass off before he has to go run 17 laps around,
No, she's the kind of mom that would say she would, those kids will find themselves on the other side of a cliff if they go on her property. That's the kind of mom she is. That's the kind of neighbor she is. That's the kind of woman she is.
Well, this right here is the kind of neighbor she is. So let's listen to this. It's only 23 seconds long. What exactly was Jodisue doing here? I think she was recording the noise of the kids playing to bitch to someone else about it. Just my opinion, but maybe Jody can answer that question, what exactly she was doing. You can hear the voice. So I'll loop it for a couple times. Put your volume up and your earbuds in or whatever so you can hear, because you can actually hear them laughing and playing. Jody was bothered by this. That's why she took this video. So somebody just wrote, you can tell it's fall or winter due to the.
Did you guys hear it? I heard it every time that time. I think I was paying attention to the chat and tippity tapping and didn't hear it the first time. So, but I'm going to end here because my grandbabies fell asleep. The hubby fell asleep too. I had to go wake him a few moments ago. So I'm going to get them moved up into bed and call it a night. It's 3:08 a.m. However, I'm just going to leave this tab open. I'm going to put it down into my second desktop little option here. And tomorrow, I'm going to come live again. I'm going to aim for early tomorrow, depending on how my day goes with the kids. And we're going to come in and listen to more of this. But Jody, you need to quit with the chicken shit. Like, just drop it. I didn't know that Jody bought a truck from Renfro's. Dad, is that what you guys are saying? Can you guys send me proof of that? I've never heard that before. I knew that Jody bought the Xterra. However, that Xterra also did not match Dudley's Xterra. And Fred also had a yellow truck. So Don never really said the make and model of it when he told us about it. Just keep that in mind. There was a lot of yellow cars around there at that time. But peace and love. I'll start tomorrow night with a volume up of this for those of you that couldn't hear the screaming. And we'll finish watching this tomorrow night. I'm going to try to keep it at 2 hours tomorrow or whatever. We'll finish the rest of this live tomorrow. Okay? On 2 and 1.5 and 1.75 speed. And then I'll probably take a day or two off to finish part 2 of that first one. If nothing comes up and things don't change. All right? All right, guys. Good night. Peace and love. Mwah. See you tomorrow.